To quote a hippo, it's time for some hot, hot dice rolling action. This will never get normal.
Hi,
Uh-huh.
chat.
Oh yeah, you roll those dice.
Hmm Oh, that was
Oh wait.
that's oh those dice are better than the old ones. You're all in trouble.
Uh-oh. Well, what do you mean? They're just still dice.
These
He
ones
just rolled
are
like an
loaded.
18 or something.
I rolled a 12 on my d12 and a
Oh.
20 on my
Oh
d20
God, no!
at the same time.
They're out to kill us guys. They're possessed.
Um, Grandma, would you like to do the flashback?
Strap in and shut up, everyone.
Our
No.
heroes were yet to determine an adequate name for their party have had a rough 3 days. In the town of Casdale, they defeated the monstrous Flaysdale at the behest of the great Lord Byron Silvertoe. Guided by the navigation of their barbarian Commodore, they navigated, became lost in the eastern woods. With the blessing of an unknowable force of kindness, they stumbled upon the trapped goblin's fleet, who instantly adopted Shelter as his father figure. As thanks for locating the young goblin, the goblin guide, Gaboo, led the directionless party to their destination, the dangerous Kraken Lake. Churchard's named the young and angry kraken that resided deep within the waters beneath the lake, to take the party and the date-going Redshirt Silvertongue and Harriet Wolfston. Thanks to the work of a nameless group of heroes, the young Silvertongue and Mr. Wolfson were only mostly dead by the end of the encounter. In hopes of the rest, the party led and carried the two daters to the local Dickett's Cobalt Kitchen, owned by the not-quite-famed Cure of the Cobalt Keys. The hero's dubious luck continued as the kitchen was attacked by a large gang of bullymong. Successfully repelling the amphibious invasion, the nameless party begins their fourth morn in the road back to Casey. It's their deep hope that they may not continue with the absolutely horrible string of luck.
Okay, what?
That was horrible.
That
All
was
right.
very close to being very good.
I
That was close
understood.
to, it was close to being able to understand like 3 words of that.
I just
I got
understood
this
understood
whole
me.
thing, but it
I'll
just sounded
never
like
understand
every
much of
single
it.
word he said was made out of V's.
I was like,
Y'all know what I mean,
Every
right?
now and then,
Oh, yeah.
It would just kind of freak out.
I could sense
Not
the
know.
electronicness of that.
Was that
sounds.
was that Grandma using the Morgan Freeman voiceover?
yes.
Maybe. No, it wasn't really, but
I mean,
it,
I understood it
would have been
entirely,
better.
but it didn't help that it didn't hurt that I wrote it myself. So
So
I
you
mean-
Oh.
that's why.
I mean,
I
the
didn't think
problem
it was
was-
that bad. I got like all of it. I think I missed about as many words as Hippo claimed to understand.
I think if I didn't play through it myself, I would not have understood a word that thing just said.
Again,
I got-
understood it perfectly. It would
I
just
didn't
kind of
understand
freak
most of
out
it.
every now and then.
Well,
I got about
It doesn't like
half-
when I stumble over words, and I didn't read this text before, and I was like, I don't know how to do it. So that was mostly it. I was like, and that does not like it.
that explains.
I got
AI
about
does-
half of it.
AI does not like when you like stumble upon your words and try to re-say the thing you said before because it gets confused.
Oh yeah,
That'll do it.
that sums it up perfectly. What it sounded like.
All right,
So anyways,
let's proceed.
Now that they know.
Yeah.
Now that nobody knows anything.
Okay.
They know less than they did before.
We fought a kraken. We saved a dude and his dwarf girlfriend. Then we went to a Cobalt restaurant.
Cobalt, yep.
Where we fought some frog-like beings.
Bullywug.
Bullywogs.
Bullywogs.
Trollius, at some
That
point
was a
I
great
expect you
name.
to retcon my Kilimanjaro on those frogs into this.
You Kilimanjaro?
I shocked a lake with no, I didn't shock it. I was going to shock it. I shot an ice thingy at a
You
fuck ton of
froze a
frogs,
lake.
and they were all supposed to die, but you miscounted
And
the
they
health.
did.
Yeah, I did. I miscounted the health. I was giving it a little bit too much health. You're right.
There was supposed to be like 6 dead frogs in that lake, but they ran away anyways, so it was functionally identical.
Yeah. As a
But
note,
not before killing someone.
yeah, I mean, they only killed 1 or 2 kobolds.
2.
Minimum
They
2.
kill
What
our
are 2
waiter.
raiders?
At least 2, yeah.
If it wasn't clear, y'all haven't chosen a name yet. That is something you need to
Yeah,
decide.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is
the
definitely
party.
something.
We've been over this.
A party who have yet to determine an adequate name for their party.
We also haven't had a
And
lot
then
of
at the
people put
end-
forth ideas for that.
Alright,
I'm
what's our
terrible at
real name?
names.
As am I. Usually, not always.
Um,
You don't just stumble into amazing names like Vox Machina.
Thanks to the
Alright,
work of
really.
our
so
nameless
as the
group of
intellectual
heroes.
barbarian of the group, I would like to propose the idea that we each submit a name and vote.
A
That sounds
Oh, I need to
too
change the-
simple.
the title of the stream. Oops.
but that's something to handle more off stream.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do
Session
it later.
3. Good eats.
Let me
Time
fix
for
that
the
right now.
some good food.
Me and Grandma definitely got the best out of that restaurant. I got a bowl of D-Train and Grandma got some shrimp tails.
Hey,
I
I got
got
food
it.
that was good.
Kind of just inhaled a lot of food. Doesn't
got
quite
the-
remember what any of it was. There was a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm the only person who didn't get my food messed up.
I
No.
technically got the fish.
Yeah, my food wasn't messed up either.
I got a lot of burgers, man. It's fine.
I have been planning that ever since I heard about the restaurant.
A lot of goat.
All right. Stream title adjusted.
Oh
Turn
man,
into form.
nothing
I
like
almost
a
wish
big.
I failed the die that I used to decide whether or not I was going to think about the possibility of a bowl of D-Train.
So, to divert us back onto path, because apparently that's my
Uh-huh.
job. Y'all are back.
Is it
Y'all,
your job?
it is my job. Corral a bunch of cats. So y'all have left the Kobold restaurant, heading back down to Castell.
Do we still have the goat?
No, the goat's dead.
Yeah.
No, remember we wanted to
We were
befriend
given
the
a
other goat.
and a ram. The goat got mauled outside. The ram
Yeah, that's what I
headbanged
meant.
frog twice.
Yeah, we said we wanted to take the ram with us.
They didn't let you.
Okay.
It was a local hero.
It's
We
the
can
best.
take the local hero, man.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
guardian of the shop.
At this point, basically was.
It was fluffy.
I mean, it stood up and actually attacked and petted like the other kobolds that were in there.
Right? I
All the
wanted
kobolds
to
just
make
got
him my pet.
slaughtered.
Yeah, but
The
he's the
ram
shop.
actually
He's
said,
owned by
"Screw
the
you."
shop owner, the mighty Kerr, who you didn't actually meet.
You could you could steal it.
Are we outside right now?
Yeah, you're all on your way back to the
Okay.
back.
I'm
to,
most
Alright.
likely on the way back to
Castell.
Castell.
Search for a snake.
All right. Roll a d20.
Search for snake.
Snake.
Satu wants a pet.
Satsu
Yeah.
wants a friend.
Wouldn't that be kind of messed up, though?
No,
A snake
What?
owning another snake?
she's not owning it. She's just making a
But
friend.
Yeah.
she's also a snake.
You find a little garden snake, Zatsu.
Okay. That'll work.
Garden snake.
I'm assuming you go to Animal
Yay.
Friendship it, or at least hiss at it.
Is everyone just trying to get their
Give
own
us a
pet now?
give us
Wait, roll.
your best Harry Potter snake
tongue.
Will
tongue,
has a mouse.
impression.
Grandma and Hippo have familiars.
Yeah.
Will
it's
also
not-
has D-Train,
Wait,
and I have a
When
duck.
was the last
That
time
was
I
the
fed
only one that-
cheese?
For animal handling.
We have a hawk, a
Which stays off
cat,
Yeah, roll animal
cheese,
handling.
a
Okay.
snake. Also, the amount of things that
13.
would kill a mouse have just increased
Yeah.
by one.
Hey, y'all leave my roommate alone.
Oh, why do we have so many things that would want to kill mouse?
it's gonna be friendly with you, Zatsu, but it's not gonna follow along.
Aw, sad.
Hippo. No, not Hippo. Hippo takes too long. Doc.
What? I don't take long. I fixed that.
Do
Oh,
what?
did you? All right, Hippo.
Yeah.
Roll a d8.
D8. There's 8.
You told me to roll something too. What wasn't?
No, I was gonna.
No,
have
you
you
were
do,
gonna be Hippo's replacements until we realized Hippo fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we
It-
fixed it last week. Or
Yeah, he
last
was
time.
fine last week.
Last week I was still dying.
Last
You know,
Oh, Grandma's is working too.
I wanted to test it. That's why I also rolled a d8.
All right. I'm gonna take the average.
Take the average. Good job. Did I help us or did I screw us over? You decide.
I did. So, as y'all are walking down the path towards Castell, who has a passive perception above 13?
8.
Can it be
17.
equal to 13?
13 works as well.
All right.
Yeah, I have
I do.
passive. Wait. Which one is it?
Perception.
Passive
It's
perception.
to the left. It's senses. It's under senses.
Yeah,
In
it's
the middle
13.
of the sheet to the left.
Yeah, mine's only
Yeah.
11.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
13.
those of you who have passive perception of at least 13 notice off to the side of the trail a small satchel that looks to be torn open. And there's a couple sheets of paper lying around it.
Well, of course I'm gonna inspect it.
Okay. You pick up the
Someone
paper
was
and
searching.
you don't even have to do perception. You pick it's paper.
I
Well,
mean,
what's
I
your-
just said someone was searching. I didn't mean to apply head to roll.
No, not necessarily. It's a little back that he saw and there's paper around it. You pick up the paper.
Unless anyone else, of course, wants to look at it. I'm just kind of there.
Well, what's your
Well, I'm
intelligence?
gonna look at it too.
My
9.
intelligence.
9? Okay, 9's good enough to read.
We're good, boys. We're good.
So it's music.
Music
Hey.
notes.
I'm just gonna hand it to Dietrich without saying anything.
Oh, you
Hey.
already know what music is.
I have
I've been-
a drum.
I've been
I'm well
teaching
versed
him.
in the
Yeah.
musical arts.
Does
So
it say what instrument it's for?
it doesn't have a instrument instrument note on it. It looks like it is for a it's treble clef, D-train. You know what that means.
Yes, I know what treble clef is.
Yeah. So it's in treble clef. You can see the symbol.
Good.
It's
I agree,
also-
treble clef.
It's also higher on the octave on the scale.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
for like a flute, maybe? Okay.
Flute or piccolo.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's for a instrument. There's also words written under it, but they're written in language you can't read. I think. What languages do you read? Let me make
Who,
sure.
me?
Yes, you.
I only read common and draconic, so yeah,
you
it
can't
wouldn't be
read
me.
Was it orc when I was looking at it?
It is not orc.
What is it?
Okay.
What languages do you
Oh,
read?
you
Doc?
had to.
I know Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
So, Doc, you can read it, but it's a little bit blurry. It's in Sylvan.
Ooh.
Mm.
What's the song about?
Oh fuck! Don't make me. I know the words to the song. I have the actual song. I just don't make me fucking get it. All right.
You put this in front of us. I'm going to ask questions. Like, you haven't even told us what kind
you
of path
brought
we're
this
on.
upon yourself.
Are we walking through a wooded trail? Is this
It's a wooded
open
trail, yeah.
fields?
It's the same path that you had walked on to get from the Kraken Lake
Okay.
to the cave. You're walking back down that way.
But
'Cause it goes
now
down
there's
that way to get to
something new here.
Can I pull out my pan flute and try to play it for Temp Doctor to see if he recognizes it just from melody?
Why is your
here, I can
mic
do you one slightly
breaking
better,
out so
D-Train.
much?
Here's the song.
Oh dear.
Did he send it to me?
Yeah, I discorded it to you.
Oh,
Okay,
I
one
thought you were gonna
second.
play it or something.
No,
like
I don't want to take that risk. I don't know if it's going to come through my stream if I do it, but if he does it, then I can at least.
Why is my Discord acting like it doesn't want to load anything? Like I see what you sent me.
Because your
but
internet is not loading anything.
Yeah, you're in a.
Yeah, you've been
acting
slightly
up.
roboting all stream. That explains
I will
connection.
send it to
being
Doc
slow.
then, since he's
Okay.
the one who can read, who can.
The one who can read.
He can read Sylvan. He
It's
can
from the
click it to send it
Hades
to the
OST.
Of course, it's from the
What?
Hades OST. I love that.
I also happen to have Sylvan.
What's this?
Oh.
Wait, you do? Really?
Yes.
That makes sense. All right, I'll send it to you as well.
This is a YouTube video.
Yes, it's you.
It is.
I have the actual lyrics too if you just want to fucking see it, but
I was scrolling down the comments to see if it had anyone. Oh, here we go.
Okay, well, this is gonna probably maybe be relevant at some point.
there, I sent it to the two of you who can actually read it.
Good vibe.
Actually, wait, does my thing come through the headset?
Seems like a sad song.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. I'm playing it slow, softly to the stream for a little bit. Because I don't know if there's a way for me to do it through Discord without y'all.
I'm not gonna play that whole 3-minute song, but I have the lyrics here at least.
Yeah. So you find these lyrics. The lyrics are written out. It's a little bit smudgy. It looks like it's old. Might have been wet at one point. But you found music.
Found music. Where's the achievement?
That's later. You have to find what to do with the music before you get an achievement, Grandma.
Oh, that's sad.
So I take it we're just walking along.
You're just walking along at this point.
Yeah, we're still
D
going.
train's tooting to this or whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say, am I allowed to start tooting it?
Sure.
Tooting.
Roll a performance.
All right.
You definitely know how to
Alright.
read music, so.
I want to join in on that.
I mean, he doesn't need to sing. If you want to
Where's
go for
performance? There it is.
performance, then I guess anyone who can read it can roll performance to sing.
23.
23.
To the
Oh,
music.
I read it really well, D-Train.
I am also going to roll performance and
God,
this
I
time
might
to
as
be the
well.
supporting cast.
This
You
is
can't read it.
supposedly
Get out of
written.
here. That's
Doesn't
fitting because you
matter.
can't
I'm
read.
slapping my back
Guys,
though, and
guys.
I'm not doing it good.
Well, I might as well not be able to read.
This
Oh,
is
good
music
lord.
for a single instrument. We don't need a bunch of people
Yeah,
playing at the
so-
same time.
Will and Legend decide they want to accompany D-Train, but there's no bongo part, nor is there a ocarina part.
Listen, I'm not trying to fit in. I'm just trying to play along,
Yeah. So
and I'm not doing it good.
they're trying to add their own instrumentation to it. They are not doing it as well. But D-Train's just going by the music.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. I know what I just said, but can I attempt to sing the lyrics as he's playing?
Sure.
That is what I thought for some people that actually have the, can
Good,
read it.
Yeah,
So
I'll click
do you
that
want to
and
actually
roll
sing any of the
17.
lyrics, Doc?
I'll at least do the first couple small stanzas. Do I even call that a verse? Or things like two or three lines each.
I think it starts off with actually the chorus. I don't remember.
I will sing for as long as he plays. If he plays the whole song, fine, whatever.
I want to see.
I discovered I could sing with a 17 at least.
You didn't sound bad. Let's put it that way. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. What else you want to do? You want to just keep it going? Also, hi, Nan.
The song sounds sad. I wonder who wrote it. Meanwhile, I could just look at the composer on the page. I'm not. The wiki page that you sent me.
There's not a composer listed on the sheet.
But I'm about to just Google the Hades main composer or something.
Oh, it's like they do a lot of good music in that game, but for the sheet music you found, there's not a composer listed.
So leave the people behind.
Legend's
What?
the robot, not you, D-Train. Try that again.
I was gonna say he's turning into legend.
I said, did we leave the 2 people that they find at the restaurant?
No, they're following along.
You're taking them back
Okay.
to Castle.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all
we're
moving
escorting
relatively
them.
slowly because Miss Dorfson is injured still. She's not
Forgot
dying.
that was her name.
You got her first name too, actually now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was briefly mentioned in the recap, but there was a AI stutter there, and I could not tell what his first name was.
Oh,
Okay.
Aria.
That's what I thought I heard.
Aria?
Okay.
Aria Dwarfston.
Yeah. I chose the name Arya.
Aria Sorrows.
I was just gonna say she sounds very sorrowful.
I mean, she almost died. That is all very sorrowful.
I don't know about you, but when I almost died, I'm not very happy afterwards.
So we walked
Yeah,
past a
not
satchel
usually.
with sheet music, right? Did we pick it up and take it with?
Well, I mean, you're playing the music.
whole
you might-
satchel.
What do you mean, like?
I don't know if our characters are
Yours?
capable of looking at the sheet music and remembering it.
Oh.
Our group? No.
D-Train was the one reading the sheet music. Y'all tried to accompany what he played and failed.
I also did not
think I
know if we
kinda
had stopped to do
once
this.
I
I mean,
realized.
it doesn't take long
I was
to pick up.
contemplating leaving the satchel behind, but we appear to be past that point.
I mean, the satchel's not very large. You could have left it. Could have left the actual satchel behind. There was only about 4 pages of sheet music.
Okay.
So like, y'all can leave the
I
satchel.
wonder
it's
who
not
the
really
music-
to.
I wonder who it belongs to.
Not a robot.
Half the
Possibly whoever
robot.
wrote it.
I don't know why it's happening. Um,
I mean, I have like I can change my voice for that, but D-Train doesn't need that. D-Train's like, I had to so bad. He will just do it on accident.
My guess is it belongs possibly to whoever wrote the music.
yeah, but it, yeah, the
Paper did
satchel
look
just
old
didn't
enough for
alongside
that
the
to be
road.
the case.
I look over to the giant hippo and ask him to use his familiar to check the area.
Okay.
Okay.
Check for what?
What are we checking for?
To see if there's anybody around who could have left the satchel.
Oh, see if anyone could have lost that satchel. Eh.
Do we want to give the bird the satchel?
What? We don't.
Sounds
What?
Have the
necessary.
satchel. What are y'all talking about?
I mean, you could be close enough to the satchel. Like, y'all can choose not to like continue walking beyond it.
Also, who is getting a dog so that we can have someone sniff at the satchel?
God damn it! I'll get a dog.
Need tons of animals.
Yo, can I attempt
Like
to
everyone
train
gets
cheese my house?
animals.
Again,
Jeez, go
Let's
get it.
you want to what, Will?
Can I train cheese to be like a tracking mouse?
It's a mouse.
Tracking mouse. Is it bad that when you say tracking mouse, the first thing that comes to mind is a computer mouse?
Oh,
I mean, he's not wrong. Roll animal handling, Will.
Oh God.
Okay. I got +1 to this. That's a 3.
So you take cheese out and like try and like tell him to like sit.
I didn't
And it
mean
rolls on its
now,
back and
by
stares
the
at
way. This was a hypothetical question.
So you try and tell it to sit in your hand, and it rolls on its back and like kicks its legs a little bit.
I mean, it's adorable.
I surrender to the adorableness of his cheese and just put him back.
Mr. DM, can I be on the lookout for a dog?
Sure.
I want to try to tame something.
DJ wants
like that.
dog. I mean, snake, cat, mouse, hawk. dog.
I'd like to point
What
out
else?
that
We're just a traveling zoo. It's fine.
I'd like to point out that I'm exceptionally happy that none of y'all took druid.
Yeah, get a druid to be like, I'm turning that thing. You're gonna be useful.
After watching Vox Machina, I've been tempted to make my next character a ranger just so I can have an actual pet that comes with the class instead of making one up.
So my favorite thing that I've seen, in, speaking of druid and ranger, is one of my friends. His character was a barbarian druid, and when he got scared, he turned into a bear.
Wait, can he rage as a bear?
That's
Yes.
funny.
Good.
Because it's not a
God.
because it
Totem
doesn't.
Path Barbarian with a druid.
Yeah, it was funny as hell.
I mean, a druid barbarian sounds like a good combination of classes.
It's tricky to balance because when you're raging, you can't use any spells. So he was druid very very specifically for the ability to wild shape.
Yes. You want a raging bear instead of a normal bear.
Yeah. He also at one point got a ring of flying and was a flying raging bear, and it was terrifying.
Flying raging bear. That sounds great.
That sounds amazing.
So,
all right.
Anyway.
So is Hippo's familiar checking the area?
Hippo, what's your perception bonus?
+1.
Oh, and you have a hawk. So roll it and add up. So roll a perception check, and we're gonna add up 1 to it. 19.
Hippo with his rolls.
At least one of you can roll well.
Right?
Hippo can roll well.
Three of us have rolled well.
I can only for performances.
I know.
I have.
So your hawk notices. All right. Well, question: is it trying to carry around the bag, or is it just?
I think we were just looking for the owner of the bag.
I didn't give the bag to anybody.
So it is. It's able to see. Remnants of a camp. To the southeast.
That's still vaguely in the direction of Kesdale, right?
Yeah, it's in the direction of Kesdale. You continue off. You'll be able to continue down the path, and it'll be slightly off the path. It is.
Can we see how many tents are at the supposed camp?
There are no tents. There is the remnants of a fire. It has been put out. There's no smoke with it. There's very obviously a set of rocks set in a circle, with what used to be a fire in the center, and there is definitely spots where there were bags or something pushed into the ground.
Something heavy.
Something heavy laying down. Yes. Or pressure applied to the ground.
Can I scout it before everyone gets there?
Sure.
This is what the birds see, is not us.
Yeah. Well, Hippo can see it as well and transfer the information.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we can send our snake lady.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, snake lady, go!
Stealth, I roll stealth, right?
You roll stealth, and then once you do, see what you roll before I tell you what to roll next.
24.
Roll an investigation for me.
Where'd the +7 come from?
Yeah, +7.
I think
I have
Zatu has
+7 in
expertise.
athletics.
Wow.
Ugh. That second roll always gets me. God damn it.
So
This should be good.
you're able to sort of slither through the forest off the trail towards where you were told the campsite is. And it takes you longer than you're willing to admit for you to find the campsite. You at one point realize that you may have slithered back towards the group.
Oh my goodness.
But you're able to find the campsite initially, and you see the little circle of rocks with tinder and ash in the center. It's not warm. It's also not brittle, or it's not. It's not warm, so it's not recent. It's not this morning. But it's also not like covered with damp leaves or anything from the night before. So, it's recent, but not incredibly recent.
Okay.
Beyond that, you're aware because you were told that there's a spot that something was sleeping, or something was applying pressure to the ground, but you're unable to find it.
Okay. I gotta get Smokey.
Do what?
I gotta get Smokey. Smokey the bear.
Oh no, it's cleaned up. It's not gonna light anything on fire.
Ah.
There's no heat to the fire anymore. Like you could put your hand in it and you'd be fine.
They were Smokey was informed. They put the fire out. It were good
Only
examples.
you can prevent forest fires.
Hey.
Yes.
I mean, they prevented it.
Only you can prevent.
Put a nice little stone circle.
So our
Alright.
snake
Put it
has
out.
done her duty. Where are we right now? Have we caught up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are relatively close to. You're still on the path, assuming you don't want to move off the path towards Satsu.
I'm just trying to understand what the game state is right now.
You're on a path in the woods. Satsu's a little bit off the path at the campsite, or the thing that was a campsite at one point.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if we haven't found anything of note at the camp, I assume we just kind of continue on.
I mean, considering Zatsu's stealth, nobody even knows that she went there. We just are
And-
like,
So we're just going.
And likewise,
We're just like-
Satu's
we're just like-
investigation reveals
let's
that
be-
she doesn't know where
Do I
the
find
people at the
anything
campfire
shiny?
need her.
You don't find anything shiny in Zatsu.
Damn.
I mean,
like
Zatsu wanted to sneak in front of us and then scout it out.
I mean, like,
She could have said, I'm gonna do that. If she
Yeah, it-
doesn't, then it's like she's gonna vanish, and we're like, where did she go?
like yeah, y'all can just assume that Zatsu's like, all right, I'm gonna sneak forward and do this, and she tells you that as opposed to just doing and disappearing.
I mean, she could do that.
I would like to also investigate the campsite before we go past it. I assume I just roll whenever we supposedly get there.
So Zatsu's giving you her results. What is the reason you want to investigate it further?
My own general curiosity.
Okay. That is a good enough reason.
Legend likes to investigate himself.
I mean, from my 7, I can understand why.
I
The
could
character
investigate.
doesn't know you rolled a 7. He's just curious.
Yeah. That's like, yeah. It's if there's a if it's like, well, Zatsu rolled a 7, it's like that's not good enough reason to investigate. And your party members told you, I looked, but like saying, hey, listen, I'm always fucking curious about everything. That's a good enough reason for me to say, all right.
You were curious enough before Nasira even went off on her own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Roll investigation, Legend.
Well,
+5. Well,
I
you
mean,
increased
that's
it by
better.
3.
Much like Zatsu, you saw the you found the place. You had help finding it, so you didn't stumble around as much as Zatsu did. This stupid fucking plastic's gonna be the end of me. But you weren't able to find anything of interest.
okay.
Who
So
has
did,
the
did
highest,
we all go with Legend and then to
who has
this
the
camp?
highest
Well, that's
investigation?
Did y'all? That's
No.
I mean, as far as I know, it's an empty.
Me and the dumb
campsite.
barbarian are probably
Yeah.
still just trotting down the path.
Yeah, that's
My-
not like the,
I don't want to follow the barbarian.
Xenia thinks
That's 3 for just going down the path.
Xenia thinks that after a couple of people had checked it out and found nothing special, there's certainly nothing special about this campsite.
I was gonna say, like,
I mean,
whoever has the highest investigation, please roll for this.
I mean, there's no reason to.
I don't.
Zatsu,
I have +5.
Zatsu, there's no
I
reason
have
for them for anyone
+7,
else
but
to
I don't need
because
to.
2 of you have gone and looked.
Right.
Yeah.
There's not really it's like, well, I want to look too. It's like, well, you've had 2 party members go look, find nothing, and then come back.
Right.
Sometimes you just need to accept the bad roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if we went with or if we just sent them.
Zatsu went first, sort of a forward party. Legend went out of curiosity, but no one else. When Legend decided he wanted to go, no one else would perhaps they saying they want to go too. So Legend went on his own.
Okay.
Is the way
I
I
take it
fair.
the party has reconvened at this point and we're just proceeding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I never stopped walking. What do you mean?
Yep.
So-
Well, we have to hustle to catch up to you, but we've reconvened.
I mean, you don't have to hustle too much. They're also guiding the injured dwarf
Right.
and
Yeah.
semi-injured individual man.
Both of which I am trying to at least. Oh wait, I'm probably closer to the same height as the dwarf girl, right? So I'm kind of like helping her along as we're walking.
You or
Yeah,
Will,
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
I don't think Will's helping. He's just trotting along.
Just walking in front. I'm the
Wait,
vanguard, you could say.
We've been on the path before. I'm at least paying enough attention to make sure we're still going the right way.
Yeah, this
Even
is
if
this is
Will-
the path you took in reverse to get to from Kraken Lake to
All
the.
right, who's the seeing eye dog for the barbarian?
I am. I'm in your backpack.
Yeah.
There are
My,
4 of us who know how to read the sun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also some number of you who also are aware that this is a trail.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know we were on a trail or
Yeah,
anything.
you're on a. There's an
Thought we were in
actual
the
trail
woods.
south from the
God.
I mean, if
still
Will
probably
stumbles
is.
off the trail, I'm not gonna
No,
follow
God,
Will.
I'm not stupid. I just got bad charisma. I'm not gonna stray from a
Yeah,
trail.
he's got bad charisma, and
I
Girl
mean,
let him
what do
lead
you
you in the
mean
forest
if-
last time, and he just
What do you mean
chose poorly.
low intelligence? Didn't you say you had
Look,
9 intelligence?
9.
That's still
That's
low.
slightly below average. It's
Mine's is
not
only one better.
wizarding intelligence, okay?
I remind
Mine's is
you.
only one better.
He passed
And
high
I'm-
school with all C's. He's all right.
No, that would be 10.
No, they were C's. No,
Yeah, they were
C's
D's.
average.
I
They were
passed with
C's.
C's.
I mean, we'll probably
I-
had a couple C's, just
I
not all
can't
D's.
tell.
Just not full C's.
Achilles, what time of day is it?
It's morning still.
Okay.
It's not a long walk. It was about, I believe it was about 2.5, 3 hours to Kraken Lake last time. From
we're
the
back there.
from Kraken Lake to the kitchen. It was about 1 or 2 hour walk, I believe. So it'll be about 3 hour walk to Kraken Lake, and it'll be an additional few hour walk from Kraken Lake back to the city.
Okay.
Or
So where is that
I-
satchel that we
yeah.
found in relation to that? How far are we on that trail?
about an hour.
So
An
we're
hour
part
in.
way between the restaurant and the lake right
Yeah,
now.
That was
Got
the
it.
satchel. We're at the campsite.
That was close-ish.
thought
I
we
mean,
left
if the
point.
bird found it scouting, it has to be kind of close, not an hour away or something.
Did we not leave the campsite already?
You did. You're walking back
Yes.
south again.
When we're further on the trail.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
say, like,
established this already.
We were just trying to figure out where exactly
Yeah.
we were
You're
in between.
still north of Kraken Lake, still on the trail. I'm assuming y'all aren't idiots.
We can assume for navigational purposes in the future. Remember, I have the Wanderer feat, the Outlander, whatever background.
Mhm.
It basically good at remembering how to get around. And I'm good at getting us food as long as we're somewhere that can get food, like
Yeah.
plants and water and stuff.
I don't intend to send y'all to the wasteland, but y'all can make that decision.
Yeah, let's go to the wasteland, boys.
That's where the story goes.
God, no, I'm a city dude. I'm not down for that actually.
I'm just saying that to remind you we don't have to have this discussion about Will getting us lost all the time.
I mean,
That
it's
happened once, and I'm not going to let it happen.
y'all let it happen once. And you're not gonna let him live it down.
I was napping on his shoulder as he got us lost, and I am not going to make that mistake in the future.
So is there the intent on doing anything else?
We are going back to Kesdale unless
We're
we
just
have
going back.
Okay.
other distractions along the way.
I mean, after seeing this campsite, I think we should at least be on guard of whoever's was at this camp.
One person,
That's
by the
why
sound of it.
We have the meat shield in the front.
I'm just staring at a gold coin, thinking shiny.
We actually essentially have a meat shield in the front and in the back if I'm helping the
Yeah.
dwarf girl.
But if you're
Yeah,
in the back,
but
you're
that-
not leading.
Like generally, oh well, D-Train's with me. It's good.
Kaladar can hear me yell at him from the front if he turns the wrong way, okay?
Okay. So it takes
I mean,
y'all.
he's not gonna listen to you, but that's another point. You gotta
I
just
can
yell
listen to
D-Train, I
people
think.
if I want.
You
So-
haven't really made it obvious.
So it takes y'all most of the day, but you're able to get back towards Guestdale.
Hey.
Eh.
Oh, it's bigger now. Let's go.
This is the map of Guestdale.
I have to wait for the stream.
Uh,
Hey,
Ooh.
it's like
I mean,
better.
Can't
Look at
necessarily
that.
read
There's
a
a north
couple of
marker.
those.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, north
Tavern,
Z.
Once
smith,
the
apothecary,
mayor
lab,
cutter, we
workshop,
got
woodcutter,
and
shack, and
let's try
bar.
reading it all at once.
All right, so
Z for north.
to make y'all's life easier, north.
Z for north.
It's an N for north because that's where it
Z.
is.
All right, we're
Um,
going Zorth, guys.
So you're
So
coming
we're
down
gonna
from the
come
north,
from
obviously.
there.
Coming from this direction. You're passing the woodcutter's shack, which is basically where they collect the wood that they've been cutting. Obviously, there's a forest around them. You come in down the path, and there's the inn immediately to your left, and the tavern, which is where you were before. The tavern and the inn are obviously connected. Further down, there's the smith shop, which has his workshop behind it. There's the apothecary shop, which has their lab in the back. There are a number of homes and houses. And then another group of houses over here with a larger storage area. And the manor over here, and here's the back entrance to Satsu used at one point.
Okay.
So I assume we're going to the manor, which is presumably the mayor's house, yes?
The manor is the mayor's house.
I mean, if we're escorting the dwarf girl, we're taking her.
Well, the
most
guy is the
likely-
mayor's son. So
Yes, but most likely either to inn, tavern, apothecary to actually, help her. I
say
guess.
we
I mean, we
split
can.
up here and take them to their respective places.
So as you come into town, the building, the larger house, right ahead of you, is Miss Dorfson's house. And that is where you will be taking her.
Okay.
How's that
That'll
feeling?
do it then.
From there, you will take the, where the fuck did I put the characters? I put them away? God damn it. Never mind, they won't be going home.
They won't be going home.
I won't be putting them there to let you know where they are. From there, you'll take, a young Mr. Richard back to his father.
Fancy Pants Jr.
Fancy Pants Jr.
Byron is very happy to see his son again, obviously. He is concerned with the injuries he has. There are scars up and down his leg, where he was grabbed by the tentacle. And a number of scars across his torso as well. But they are in better condition because of the healing from the kobolds. He is grateful, as well as upset with you, because his son is injured. He is slightly dismissive of the fact that you assisted, which you expected at this point. But he does give a cursory thank you before ushering his son inside and sending Hector for the town doctor.
So is Mr. Fancy Pants gonna get us any money for this?
No.
Hector was
Probably
the
not.
guard.
I
Probably
am
not.
honestly surprised that Junior did not say a word about how we deserve a reward for saving him and his date's life, but okay.
Like
Twice.
father, like son.
Yeah.
Can I?
Richard is a little bit still in shock. It's also been a very long day. At this point, it is closing in on sunset. Y'all have been walking most of the day. Obviously, you stopped for a quick meal in the middle of it. A little bit past, but that was near Kraken Lake, and he was, to say, concerned about the location.
Yo, me too, bro.
Can I be like, hey, yo, Mr. Fancy Pants? You gonna compensate us for bringing your son home.
He has already closed the door on you.
I was about to say that ship has sailed. Someone had to speak up earlier.
Dude,
Well, it was
that's
not much of a conversation. Controlius just kind of told us about what the
Sure.
conversation was.
Chime in and say something.
Or can Magic Hand go through stuff?
Can what?
Magic Hand?
What you
Mage
want?
Hand.
What do you want to do with Mage Hand?
Can it go through stuff?
No.
It's
You're not even in the
doesn't-
house.
At this
Oh, I
point,
know.
I would like
Oh,
to
I
break
know.
off with
I
the
know
that the
group
door
and
closed
discuss
on
with
us.
the Smith about some things.
But I was gonna.
I will do that
I was
also.
gonna try to intimidate the guy.
Leave,
Or
leave
do
the
you-
I was
mayor alone.
going to.
His son is in trauma right now. Latsu. He's
I'll
Alright, that's
follow
3 for the
because
Smith.
I want to buy parts.
Oh,
I
I
will
want to
also.
start building stuff.
I also want to go visit the Smith.
all right.
I'll-
So I'm gonna move you all around. So Hippo's going to the Smith. Will's going to the Smith.
Which I guess means I'm going to the Smith.
Remind me
We're
why.
all going to the Smith, I guess.
I'm not. I want to
Grandma,
go.
you want to go to the Smith too, right?
There were two people
And
talking at
legend.
the same time, and I'm the one that got drowned out. I was the first one to say I was going to the Smith.
Remind me why you were going there. I forgot.
Because he
Parts.
was working on the snail shell thing for us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did everybody forget?
No,
I did.
Will's got to get his punch better. Will's got to get his punch better.
Um,
I want to go around the town and collect flowers for poison.
okay. I'm gonna put you over here.
Okay.
Not really flowers, but herbs. Stuff like that.
So I'll put you close to the woods.
Yeah, that'll work.
Doc, do you have anywhere specific you want to go? You just go keep with the group, or
I'll stay with the group for now, I guess.
Never split the group.
Yes.
Zatsu, I want you to roll a nature check for me.
Zatsu's hardly far enough away to consider it splitting the party.
I got 18.
All right. You collected a number of herbs and flowers and mushrooms. You'll be able to work a little bit over the next time, over a period to make some poison.
Okay.
As y'all enter the blacksmith, there's quite a large group actually. You hear sound from the back, the workshop of Hammer. You hear the orcish blacksmith cuss as something obviously doesn't go the way he wants it to.
I'm gonna butt in for a moment. You can just have me go last. I'm gonna be AFK for a bit.
You
If
hear
if it's too crowded in the shop, by the way, I'm my tiny size right now to take up a little less space.
the portal, the shops are fairly big. I just drew it small because I want y'all the entire town.
Okay.
Because I wanted you to see the entire town, not just 4 buildings.
I'll go tiny anyway, just to kind of maybe surprise the guy when he comes back out to see his sword as small as I am that he sold me earlier.
I heard you got the magic sword.
Yeah.
You hear him throw something in the back in the workshop, and then stomp forward as he seems to finally notice there's someone in his shop. He comes down and sees your group and says, "Oh, I don't know what voice I get this motherfucker. Welcome back. I see y'all had a good 2-day adventure. Looks like y'all.
It's only been 2 days, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah, I know.
He explains that he's been working with the shell, but the magical quality of it is giving him fits. He can't craft it as easily as he thought he was going to be able to. He's still working on it, with the exception of the piece he just threw across the room that had been itself in the wall. That piece he's sort of done with for now.
That was in the back room. Did we actually see it embed itself in the wall?
No, he told you he did.
Oh, okay.
He chucked the piece across the room.
Dusty in this backpack.
So he's been working on your stuff. He is happy to see the sword still working for you. He doesn't remember it being that small, but he's glad it works. He knows that
Yeah.
fairies have some strange magic, so he doesn't question it. He looks at you, Will, and says, "I was able to get something for you. It's not great, but it's something. Um, you will get what I will call gauntlets of punching.
Okay.
I'll give you proficiency with them. They will do a d6 plus 2 damage, and have, what is your regular... I left my mouse over there. It'll have your proficiency plus your strength plus 1 to attack.
So it's a D6.
Be bludgeoning damage if that matters.
Only
And
a D6.
the attack is going to be...
Like my unarmed fighting right now was a D8 plus 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then the d6 plus 2 plus strength bonus. I guess a d8 plus 2 because you are already good at punching.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, wait a minute. This kind of sounds like a downgrade. Hold up.
In my defense, I didn't actually look to
Punch
see what
better.
you could do.
Yeah. Well, a D6 plus whatever would be great for anyone else.
That's what I
But
figured, but...
just a punchy McPunch Pants over here is already pretty good at it.
Unarmed strike is plus 7 to hit, and damage is d6 plus 5.
Yeah, so it's going to be... It'll be plus 1 more to hit. It'll be...
Like, is this
for
an
damage,
item I
I'm going
have
to
to equip?
give you d8 plus 2 plus... Oh,
Okay.
God, what do I want to give you plus on?
Why do you have 2 unarmed strikes in...
So I have a
Wow.
feat where like one's like a. So basically, there's one where if I have a weapon equipped, it's the D6, but if I have nothing equipped, it's the D8.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a weapon equipped, but you try to hit him with the fist that's holding
Yeah.
the weapon,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or the fist that's not holding the weapon.
It's basically,
Either
am I
or.
holding the sword and trying to punch you with that, or am I just punching you with my fist? I'm better with just punching you with my fist.
Okay.
I'll make it slightly better than punching with the regular fist.
Good. Is this made with the turret with the shell?
No, this is not made
I
with the shell.
assume
This is
no,
just made with
okay.
regular iron.
All right, because man, I
Um,
got plans for what I'm gonna do with that if I get that.
I mean, your request was punch better.
Yeah.
That doesn't translate to using the snail
Well,
shell.
I know, but like, think you could like try blocking with it, and you
Try
reflect magic.
blocking.
I could punch. I could punch magic and shoot it back at them.
Punch a fireball. Send it back to the sender.
Bro,
so,
that would be awesome.
If the fireball was a projectile, yes, but it's not.
so he's going to
Yeah, I
charge you
know.
for this, Will.
All right, how much?
It's only going to be 30 gold.
All right, easy.
Are you taking it off,
Hand it over.
or am I?
I can do it
Okay.
somehow. There it is. Okay. All right, 30 gold gone.
Yeah, so he's still working with the snail shell. It has not
I
been...
forgot to have D-Train as an inventory item. I'm gonna unequip my javelin just because it doesn't make sense.
So basically it's on your back.
Okay, if it's equipped, I just like have it on my back.
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
in
you're
that
not
sense, it's
constantly
fine.
carrying around. It's basically on your back. So I always equip all the weapons, so you have the option of using them. It's not for this intention. For all intents and purposes, you're carrying it around on your back, so you can throw it. So you can grab it and throw it, but it's
Gotcha.
not. You're not
In
readily
case.
holding it.
All right, makes sense. And I assume these punching gloves are like an item you're making.
Do I,
Right
yeah,
now or
I will be adding that after tonight.
Oh, Killy Dokily. After
So,
tonight, oh man.
so Will, that's the thing you wanted. I'm assuming Hippo, you wanted to check on the the snail shell.
No, I actually had something in particular I wanted to see if I could obtain.
Okay.
I want to know if I can obtain some kind of magic bullets for my gun. That would be like elemental bullets or something.
I keep forgetting Hippo has a gun.
I also have gun mastery or whatever skill, so I'm really good with the gun.
Yeah, he doesn't have to take the full action to reload, which is.
And I don't take disadvantage when I shoot long range.
He doesn't have any magic bullets. He can forge a number of other bullets. He is going to charge you quite a bit for them though. Because explosive powder is not common in this area. It would probably be more common in a mining town. You might be able to get bullets at a cheaper rate made there.
Mining town.
Yeah. Somewhere where they
No,
mine.
no.
Because they would use explosives to mine.
No. You just don't know. My character is just drooling at the mention of explosive powder.
Oh, yes.
Gunpowder. It's just like,
Gunpowder. Explosions.
Oh my goodness.
So what kind of bullets would he have?
Just regular bullets.
Just regular? Okay. All right.
Maybe
want to
the
buy any?
apothecary would have more.
No, I have plenty of regular bullets.
Grandma, I know you were wanting to buy parts.
yes.
Do you remember how much we discussed? Or how it was it 10 gold for the parts?
I think it was.
10 gold is what's required, and I was suggesting 15 because your things might explode.
Yes.
So
I mean, I want them to explode as in like as a chance because I like that, and just for that make them do better stuff than they like normally would be able to do with them, just for the added risk of them exploding. Because why not?
sure. So you can buy 15 gold worth of parts to do the basics. You can buy 20 to have some extra materials to try and make more stuff that may or may not do better.
I mean, I'll get 20 then.
Okay, so I
The
will
more
add
the merrier.
I'll be adding superior trinkets to your superior crafting trinkets to your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be able to take a period of time, I think it was an hour, is what it was, to craft. To tinker.
Tinker.
D-Train, is there anything you want to do in particular? Or are you just being carried around?
Let me think. Let me think.
Oh, so remove the 20.
Okay.
I pop my head out and ask him, "Hey, bro, you got do you have a crossbow in here?"
Crossbow? Let's
Yeah.
find out.
We're gonna wait and get until Legends bag, and then nobody's gonna have asked about the shell. Legends bag.
Yeah, he's already
Assume
told you
that
about
we
the shell.
have. Oh, okay.
He talked about the shell. He's
He
having
said
troubles with
nothing
it.
about the shell. Other than
Oh, you have
trouble.
a short bow. You want a crossbow. It's like, I thought you already had some.
It says I have crossbow in my weapon slot, but I don't have it on my
So that's proficiency.
actions. Yeah, I figured that's something I'm proficient in, and I'm like, why don't I have one?
Because I believe it's
He has proficiency
as
with
good.
crossbows.
Not as good.
Maybe. Oh wait, no, maybe I'm wrong. He has one.
Hmm.
25 gold if you want it for a light crossbow.
Don't you already have crossbow?
He's got
Has
a
a short
he's got a
Oh, I
short
have
bow.
a short bow.
It should be noted that a crossbow has a range of 80 feet and 320, which is the exact same as your short bow. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's better and it's the same range.
Yeah.
Say 25 gold, you say.
Yep.
How about 12 gold?
Roll persuasion.
I knew you were going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
How about 26?
Did it just go up?
How about
Yes.
12?
Oh my goodness.
He looks at you and goes, the price is 25. I can raise it if you want.
So what
I'll
are you
think
doing?
about it.
Oh,
Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still there. You're happy with
I
your,
just hand him the 25 and give him the crossbow.
You just gonna pay for the crossbow? Alright.
Yeah. Slap, do you train with it as I give it to him?
Ouch.
Sound effect.
Oh my god.
oh dear.
So how do I add a crossbow?
I've added it.
Oh. So do I need to refresh or something?
Yeah.
Alright, refreshing.
I'm assuming you've removed
being
your
a
own
big
money as
spender
well.
today. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, it's almost identical except it's a
Hey.
D8 instead of a D6.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Being
Okay.
a big spender today.
Thank you.
The plus attack is based. The attack bonus is based on his proficiency and his dexterity because it's a finesse weapon. I think it's a finesse weapon. It's a range weapon.
Yeah.
So and then so the only difference is going to be to the damage because it's not magical. I
I'm gonna
believe
assume
I've
the
hit
punching
everyone who's
gloves
not
are
legend.
magical.
Yes.
What? I'm back.
Okay, good. It's your turn.
I'm back.
Perfect
I was
timing.
ready this morning.
Okay, so earlier when we started the session, we were coming out of a long rest, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm an artificer. I have the right tools for the job, I think, is one of my traits.
Yep.
And I think it is fair to assume that my character was anticipating going to talk to the smith as we were on our way back.
At least you could have made that decision in the morning that you were definitely going to go there after you got back to town.
Yes, I'm bringing this up because this might not even be relevant. You might just give me the time necessary anyways, but I can spend an hour of uninterrupted work to make a set of artisan tools.
Yep.
And assuming I'm going to go talk to the smith, I would make smith's tools if I was planning on working with him.
Okay. You just want to work with him, like, for lack of a description, internship. It's not apprenticeship.
That
Two
works.
different things.
It is definitely two different things. My apprenticeship was the one I was looking for. Internship is the first one I found.
Yeah, we'll go with that, but
oh.
I have a set of smith's tools from right tool for the job.
Sure. I mean,
Fair?
that's something you'll definitely be able to have available.
But like also for myself.
Oh, you want to like build a set of Smith tools just so you can have them?
Yeah, they're free.
Oh no, so you're having them based on right tool for the job. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it? So you want to ask him about?
I wanted to make that clear beforehand, and I also like the fact that I have a free set of smith's tools from that. And
Sure.
regardless of if they're necessary for working with the smith, I wanted to work with the smith.
Okay. Your apprenticeship. That's a thing you can do.
Yeah, while we're here, I can help him with the shell, or I was going to ask about something else, but yeah,
You don't remember what the other
we'll
something
get to
else
that.
is.
I'm checking on multiple things as we speak right now, and
What
I'm not sure if some of them work. I'm just going to pass my turn because I think we're going to be here a bit anyways.
What was the thing you were trying to think about?
I mentioned this to you before. I was going to try to forge a weapon, just like
Ah,
a basic rapier to have on me,
okay,
or if I ever do find a way to get the proficiency for that.
okay. That seems fair. So, after you discuss with the blacksmith of wanting to internship with him, he or apprenticeship with him, he agrees to allow you use of his space, and along with the promise that you will assist him in forging a number of weapons.
Yep.
And your group moves back towards the tavern to have an actual meal for the day.
Dinner time, yeah.
Ooh.
E.
I assume Zatsu. Did Zatsu go first? I don't remember.
Zatsu went first, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's to do a nature
Everyone
roll.
is
His
already
face has
done.
been silent since.
I'm going to actually get another mini that's going to look different. That's not the one I want. That one gives assumptions. None of these are good. I just want the fucking mini for the party. Ah, this one. I like this one. This one stands out.
Huh.
Does it not stand out?
You're
It's
right.
very small on the camera. I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's a melting wax figure.
Oh.
Huh.
It's lovely.
I don't know why it's in the set, but it is, so I have it. But that will represent y'all as a group when you're going around as a party.
Okay.
So as you sit down, you order a little bit of food from the barkeep, and Sprout brings you a little bit of something. Not charging you much. Sprout is friends with Arya, so she's grateful for the fact that y'all have assisted in keeping her friends safe. She's not too enthusiastic about Arya dating Richard, but she holds her tongue for the most part. As you are eating dinner, separated into your two tables because there are quite a few of you, Richard actually enters. He is bandaged up quite a bit, probably more than that's needed, but obviously his father is a bit protective, maybe over.
Like a pampered child, that got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got bandages on his right arm, left arm. He's got one across his head, which doesn't need it. But he's obviously exhausted from arguing about that, and he has come from visiting Arya to make sure she's all right. And he wanted to thank you for saving his life. He understands his father was preoccupied, in his words, when you first arrived, but he wanted to give the thanks that he knew his father wasn't going to. More so, he felt the need to give you an amount of reward. He doesn't have a large amount of money to share with you, but what he is doing is he gives you a sheet of paper, and he is giving you the deed for a set of houses in the back of the village.
Ooh.
Oh, we
use
own
as
real
your
estate
base
now?
and your
We
home.
own houses now?
Thank you.
What? I
Again! No!
What? What is
proceed.
it?
Woohoo! We own a house.
So now y'all now own the last two houses. The
We
last
own
one
last
is
two houses.
do what?
2 houses.
Yeah, two houses.
Wait. two.
The bigger one and the small one, because if they just gave you one, there wouldn't have been enough sufficient space.
It looks like you're pointing at all three. That's why.
Oh yeah, no, just the last two. The third one is extra.
You know, in case we lose a house somewhere.
Yeah.
In case we burn down the house, we got
You
another
lose
one
it in the
coming.
couch cushion.
I mean, with Grandma and Will, it's entirely plausible one of these houses doesn't make it.
What do you mean? I am a sensible barbarian.
I would like to point out, Will, that I
I'm
have
sorry.
2 figures for you for when you grow.
Yeah. Sensible barbarian.
No growing in the house.
We have to keep in mind that Will does not enlarge himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am not gonna enlarge him in the house, so we're good.
It should be noted that when you cast enlarge, they do not grow larger than the space they are contained in.
Yes.
Yo, can I
Yes, you
multi-class
cannot.
into wizard and make myself big?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, you can definitely try.
Good try.
It should be noted you need a 13 intelligence to multi-class into wizard.
Yeah, I know.
13 intelligence. Barbarian does not do that.
I already know what I'll multi-class into if I do it. It's not wizard.
No, it's not.
Same.
So as y'all have this nice extra little house, you move there so you can sleep for the night, and it is furnished. There are beds. There's a table in each house. Without too much work, you feel like you can probably make a doorway between the two to connect them.
Punch.
Probably make it more efficiently than that.
I was about to say, Legend, build us a door.
Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah! Break the house. We just got it.
Oh yeah! All right, I'm gonna shut up now.
Should I roll to oh yeah?
I wasn't.
Do not destroy our house.
All right.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to roll for your own choice of dialogue. You just
You
say
know
it.
what I mean.
The action though. Of
Yeah, he
bursting
wanted
through
to
the wall
bust
like the
through.
Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, you
No,
want a
I
Kool-Aid Man
should
through it,
need
Will?
to roll. I should need to roll to say it good. I have 6 charisma.
If I go to the woodcutter place, would someone be able to teach me wood carving or anything of the sort?
Not with carving. They might be able to teach you carpentry.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So y'all can have a little bit of time at this point to stay in town and improve yourselves. Work on adjusting your abilities if you wish. Such as what Zatsu and Legend are going to be doing. Legend, you said you want to take some time at the blacksmith to try and forge your own weapon and help him out a bit. Zatsu wants to work at the woodcutters for a little bit and learn
May I speak?
carpentry.
Yeah.
What's up?
If I do not burn all of the allotted time helping the blacksmith, I would be willing to attempt to fashion a door for our place.
Okay.
Fashion.
Nice.
Fashion is the correct word. I'm going to go just down the line and ask y'all what you want to do, and then we're going to do, in the best way I've heard it, like a little, we'll go through like random events that happen through the time period. I'll make y'all run tests, and then if you want to do any role playing of what you're actually doing.
Okay.
Doc, what would you like to do over the period of time?
Question.
Answer.
Is there any furniture already in the house?
Beds, a few tables, a pair of tables, maybe an end table, a few chairs.
Is there an empty bookshelf anywhere?
A small one, yes.
I am making that my bedroom.
All right.
So you're gonna work on decorating the bookshelf.
Yes.
All right.
Just putting like a needle there. And...
I'm gonna write something down so I can know exactly. I'm gonna make y'all roll different things during it.
Okay. I mean, it's late. I'm just gonna like make sure decorate is a exaggeration of what exactly I'm doing, but just kind of making sure the space is comfortable. I suppose. So my tiny self can have supposedly a space to my own on the whatever shelf this is.
Will, what would you like to do over the period of time?
So, okay, this is more of a maybes, but so the like aura class thing, right?
Yeah.
It says that I can change that on level up,
Mhm.
but would it be possible to, like, I don't know, spend time to like I don't know, meditate or something to change that? This is a super big hypothetical.
Yeah, I'd say you could try.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try then. Because yeah.
So you're gonna meditate on your preferred
whatever.
location. That's what I'm writing down. Grandma, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna do tinkering.
Corner of the house.
Tinkering.
What are you tinkering?
That's not creepy at all. D-Train.
I don't know.
While you're thinking on it, Hippo.
I would assume this town doesn't have like a proper library.
It has a small one. It is over here next door to Miss Dorfson.
Well, that's probably where I'd spend my time, is in the library reading.
All right. I know I'm gonna have you do. D-Train, you know?
I don't know what I can do to help myself better myself.
You don't have to better. Like you can just like chill and like sit in the bar and play tunes or.
I want to teach Cheese to become a helpful member of our party.
All right. You're training Cheese. He is your roommate.
He is my roommate.
Right,
That
yeah,
seems
I just
fair.
plopped the backpack somewhere and sat in the corner of the house or something.
All right. So
Just
I guess with the makeup of the party, I could have just given you all the big house, but I gave you two. All right.
We can split it. The girl characters go in the smaller because there's 3 of us, and guy characters in the bigger one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be on like Trixie's bookshelf or something.
That sounds perfectly safe.
I mean, it's a bookshelf.
I
not
assume
gonna
a
blow
bookshelf
up.
has 5 shelves. Doc can have like the top shelf, and Grandma can just not put any books or explosions there, and it'll be fine.
Our place is essentially just 3 people because I live in a backpack.
So I'm gonna start with Grandma. Grandma, roll. What I want to have you roll? Roll dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
What, a dex save or just normal
Dexterity
dexterity?
check.
Eight.
Well, I made a decision. So.
I mean, what do you expect, an agile wizard?
I also want you, Grandma, to just roll a d20.
it just keeps getting sketchier.
And one more d20.
Oh god.
Could have just said 2.
Man,
But I
you're
want
making
2
us
separate
roll a lot
ones.
of dice.
Okay.
Doc, I want you to roll a dexterity roll for me.
Excuse me.
God.
Dang.
I rolled a 7.
So, alright. This is how I'll do this. So over the next week, Grandma starts tinkering with his little tools and is able to make a little alarm clock looking thing. It's got legs that runs around.
Oh boy. Wait, how little is this thing?
It's 4 inches tall.
Okay, so half my tiny height. Got it.
Yeah. It runs around, it rings in the morning, and then stops.
I might kick it once in a while if it actually runs around. Like I'll trip it on purpose in annoyance
like it runs
every
and
other morning.
it'll run and then plant itself somewhere, and then run somewhere else and plant itself. It sort of tries to avoid you when the alarm's going off in the morning.
It sounds like an
It's not that
alarm
stupid.
clock.
It makes you actually get out of bed to
Get out of bed, yeah.
You could say it's successful in that case. Sure.
And
Doc,
glad
you
it's over there,
find
not
some
with me.
scraps of wood around, and try to furnish yourself a small bed. For the shelf.
Okay.
What you made is definitely bed-like. It's more like a wooden hammock than.
It'll need work over time. Got
yeah.
it.
It's more like a wooden hammock than a actual bed. But it works. Grandma, you're able to make a second little toy, and it's a little toy soldier, and it just sort of marches and then just falls over. It gets usually about three or four steps before it falls over. It doesn't really do well, but it's able to like push itself back to a standing position and then march a little bit further before falling. You're fairly proud about them. The alarm clock smokes every once in a while. It seems fine.
It's gonna
Should've got some
explode.
oil from Legend.
The one morning though, you're awoken, Doc, by an explosion at the base of the bookshelf.
I mean,
Of the
that's
toy soldier.
fine.
Not the toy soldier.
You wake up to see the little toy soldier's head and little like badly designed army helmet sitting there like next to your bed. It is much smaller than you, but it's still a little bit surprising.
Did it wake Trixie up or just me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an explosion. There's a singe mark on the floor. The head launched up basically 4 feet in the air.
Nice. The soldier is better at waking than my alarm clock. I should put that into consideration for the next alarm clock.
Oh no.
Somehow I knew that's how that was
instantly
going to turn
regret
out.
my choice of roommate. Although I'm not sure the snake is much better. So.
Yeah, go with the
perform a
snake
strength
and the
save.
explosive one.
Strength save.
Great choice.
I don't wear my coat indoors. The coat pocket is open. Where were we?
Legend, make a strength
You're-
save.
That's
I mean, strength
Okay,
save or
so-
strength throw, they're the exact same for you. So.
Strength.
At the beginning of the campaign, I got to choose 2 artificery things to have equipped, and I can change them at any long rest, and they haven't been changed. And one of them allows me to add 1 strength to a thing. I don't remember all of the exact details, but I would like to use a charge on that here to do whatever that does. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, the strengthening armor. Those are I think under extras. No, yep. That's infusions. So I got my exact word. Oh, your infusions are under your inventory, and that is armor of magical strength. Working expended sharing to his intelligence, fire to his strength check. So basically, do your strength, roll your strength save, and then add 3 to it.
Okay. Save. Fact of 7, 6.
What did you roll?
The die says 4.
So yeah, 6. 7. No, 7. No, 6 because you have a
minus
-1.
2. He has-
-1, yeah.
Oh, -1. Yeah.
The -1 does not go away from that.
So it's +2 to whatever you actually rolled.
Yes.
No, it's +3 to whatever you actually. It's +2 what you rolled. It's +3 to what the die what the save shows.
Yeah.
So you're working with the blacksmith. Um, it's hard work. You're very tired of the first day. He's just getting you to make simple stuff at this point. Nothing that requires any amount of dexterity. You have the right tools, and you are fairly good at it. Actually, you know what? Because you have the right tools for the job, I'm gonna add your proficiency bonus. Um, so you're doing well. You're not great at it. He's having you just do basic things at this point, starting off the startings of a sword and something like that. Um, it's nothing too impressive, but it's working so far. You're working on stuff so far. Do a second strength check for me.
I didn't get no bonus for proficiency.
You did get
Do I have
you
to
did.
commit to
That's why
using
you
the
did.
charge
That's
before
why
or
you
after the
succeeded.
roll?
So you don't have to do the charge.
What,
Like
no?
this is over time.
Okay.
I took your proficiency into effect, Grandma.
Okay, that's better. 15.
Which would be 17.
I guess yes if I'm using the charge. That's fine. I will.
Well, it's the next day at this point.
Oh, never mind. Proficiency. I understand.
Yeah.
For the front of the house, is it just like, are there stairs leading up to the door? Is it just...
It's a small porch.
Okay.
So your second day you do much better. He starts giving you a little bit more to work with. At the end of the session, I'll have you roll about your rapier and see how that works.
Okay.
Zatsu, roll. What do I want to roll? Make you roll for learning carpentry. Roll. God, carpentry. So many options.
You say so many options. I'm struggling to think of one that makes sense.
Strength makes sense just using pure strength.
Dexterity.
Dexterity is more for wood carving, I think. I think intelligence or wisdom for making sure you're doing it in a way that makes sense, and constitution to make sure what happens when you, without fail, or get splinters. So do a strength check, Zatsu.
Okay. Wait. There we go.
Mhm.
Everybody's rolling low.
Yeah, you are.
I broke even, alright?
Alright, what mishap happens?
You. So you're trying to help, with cutting out a tree. They have a push saw. So one of the ones from like, Link to the Past, where like the two people push it back and forth. They push it towards you, and you're pushing back, but it's not moving. A second person has to come over and sort of help you push the saw blade back. You're there helping with quotation
I'm
marks.
being helpful.
Pretty much, Detroit.
You are doing the Donald Duck where like the saw blade is moving, you're following the saw blade because you're being pushed and pulled by the saw blade. You don't have a good stance gripped with your tail. You're not getting any traction.
Just sliding back and forth.
Basically, yeah.
Zatsu's not having a good day.
Nope.
Being drugged back and forth. Whee,
I mean,
whee.
someone who's
Constitution
observing
check,
that
Zatsu.
is having a lovely
Constitution?
day.
Constitution save.
See, where's that?
It's
Top
on
left.
Constitution
Below
save.
strength.
The Constitution save the same as rolling Constitution.
This?
Probably.
Yes.
They
Damn,
are potentially
okay.
different. I have
You're
two
right,
of my
there's
saves that are different.
proficiencies.
Everyone has 2
Because there's-
proficiencies with saves.
I clicked the
Yep, I see it, Zatsu.
Mhm.
You got it.
thing under there.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
okay.
it's annoying to have your tail push back and forth through the dirt and off the roots, but at the end of the day, you're doing all right.
Hey.
Hey, progress.
Progress. Zatsu, do another strength check.
All right.
For the second date.
God damn.
So,
All right.
Oh.
so Zatsu,
I feel like
you felt good about your date the first day. You didn't get hurt, and they were sort of worried that you were going to get hurt. So you grab a hand axe. And you're determined to take down the tree by yourself, and you go out there early in the morning before they actually get out, and you take a swing,
no.
and you hit the tree,
Super my stats.
and you hear a thunk, but it's wood on wood,
Exactly what I expected.
and you look at your axe, and it looks a lot like a stick.
What? Oh no!
I thought you just
The
swung it
axe head
backwards.
is
You just have a
gone.
stick. Okay.
The
And you
axe
look
Oh
around,
my
and there is an
goodness.
axe head.
I thought I did the whole Looney Tunes thing where like
Who died? Oh God! We
Oh,
just
the
sold
axe-
our houses and we're gonna be ran out of town.
Zatsu, roll a d100 for me.
Oh,
Oh
no!
God.
For a chance for one to get hit.
oh no.
Oh, I just had an idea.
God damn it,
I
Zatsu.
don't think the high-low on that matters too much.
It doesn't matter because I already made the decision. Zatsu, you found the axe head. So did one of the other carpenters. It's in his leg.
What?
It's not a deep cut, but you definitely have to rush him over to the doctor.
Yeah, you're not allowed in the wood cutting shack anymore.
I thought it was gonna be like on fucking Looney Tunes or something. Like I swing the axe against the tree and just go boing and just
And then start vibrating.
Back.
Oh God, Zatsu, I'd like to point out
Fair.
you were one away on that D100 of killing that guy.
Oh my
To be
goodness.
fair, that's not really Zatsu's fault. If the axe breaks, the axe is broken.
No, like she swung and like the axe just sort of flipped off.
Well, yeah, then that's the axe poor construction.
I'm fucking crying.
I mean,
Tell that to the
yeah.
court.
Yeah. So
I will tell that to the court with my
the gentleman is
-2
happy that you helped him,
persuasion.
Zatsu, but you also aren't allowed to cut trees down anymore.
Okay.
At least
Like,
for
we're
the
gonna
foreseeable
move-
future.
It's like we're gonna move your carpentry expenses to not trees.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I have something else for you to do later on, Zatsu, but I'm going to move on
Boy.
to Will.
Get. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh God.
What?
That's a 17.
All
Ooh.
right.
Ooh, nice.
So you go off a little bit to the roll a second one for me as well, Will. Second one.
Come on!
What?
Hey.
All right. That also reads. So you find a spot over. Actually, I need more laser pointer so I can point. To the side, around here. It's nice and peaceful. And
where am I again?
Behind the woodcutter shed.
Behind the woodcutter shed, or beside the woodcutter shed,
Okay.
between the woodcutter shed and the house. And you just sit there and able to meditate and calm. And the first day, it's very peaceful, and you're able to open your mind to the area.
Oh God, yeah.
And
Oh no.
you feel attuned with the forest, and which is really unusual for you because you're not usually this peaceful.
Bro, I'm a city urchin.
Yeah. But you feel a strange calmness here, and you're able to slowly feel like feel the warmth inside you instead of the washing of the waves.
Waves.
Yeah. His base at this
Water
point is ocean.
PTSD.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like I don't see a river on this map.
No, he has his
Don't
ability
worry
is
about
based
it.
on the ocean, and he's trying to change to
Yeah.
the desert.
Mm.
So instead of feeling like the crashing of the waves inside of him, he's feeling like the heat and the anger of the desert, basically.
Fucking crying for the last part.
The second day, you go out early in the morning, you sit there and meditate, and you start feeling calm, you start feeling collected, and you hear a scream. It shatters your focus, and you stumble up and you look around, and you look over and
This is
see
great.
Zatu holding this what looks to be at one point have been an axe, and to her side is a guy who has an axe head embedded in his leg. And you see Zatsu sort of panicky, like swing her arms and like grab the guy who's still holding the axe head, by the way, or the axe, by the way, and like sort of drag him along towards the doctor. Um, you pause and decide you're going to try and meditate again, but your focus is sort of broken for the day.
Gee, thanks, Satsu. Well,
Dear.
Hippo, roll intelligence check for me.
Intelligent.
I can't breathe.
Wow.
Roll a d100 for me as well.
oh God.
What is going on?
One's 100. This one.
I worry about where this is going.
Bro, why'd I have to roll again?
Damn.
Doubled it.
Again, I don't
Doubly.
think high-low is too relevant on Control Ace's D100s.
I always decide myself. I like deciding because that way you don't get to know whether or not you did something good or not. Roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
A lot of rolls with no context.
I like rolls with no context.
I like that roll.
That roll seems almost as good as your D100. So the intelligence check was 11, the D100 was a 22, and the wisdom save was a 19. So
Yes.
the people who cannot see the rolls can actually know what the fuck's going on. So you start going through the library, you're pulling random books out, and you find a book about the forest and stories about wood nymphs. You read one part about a magical grove in the middle of the forest. And it's unusual, and the story sounds fun, interesting. The general story is about a man who fell in love with a wood nymph. But due to him being accident prone, he was banished from his village, and he lost track of the wood nymph. And she's now incredibly sad about his leaving, because she doesn't know why he's gone. You find a second book that got another story in it about an underground city, ruled by elves, and it's a general like hero story. Doesn't seem very interesting. You've read them before. You find a third book.
Hold on. I have a question. Underground and elves.
Yeah.
That does seem a little weird,
Drow.
but
The Drow are elves that live under.
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
you're right.
Sure. Continue. Sorry. It just yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying not to give very specific names until afterwards, so that y'all basically get the information your character would have. Like, it's not going to necessarily say Drow in the story. It's going to say elves. But if you know what a Drow is, you know that Drow are elves that live in the
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you get to a third book, and it seems to be almost a fanciful bestiary. And there are these creatures it talks about. It describes them as the unclean. And you flip to a page, and there is an image of a artist rendition of one of them. And it is this large, grotesque creature Um, it looks, its body looks frog-like, but excessively bloated. It has pustules um, oozing with grime, and there's a slice in its belly, and there's intestines hanging out that are almost alive. There's a mouth on the end of them, and
Oh.
it's disturbing, and it's concerning, and you feel yourself like recoiling at the image. You flip the page and start close the book's like done with this one, and you feel that you've uh, staved off going mad temporarily. Um, but you're not sure you want to look at that book again, and you're gonna put that one away somewhere where it's not gonna be easily found.
Don't put it on my bookshelf, please.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't think I'm stealing it from the library, so you'll be fine.
I'm sorry if that description was a little bit more descriptive than normal. Um, I had the very particular image in my head of what that looked like, so I would like to blame. I'm going to say this. No one's going to understand why. I'm going to blame Ashby. He is a friend who goes to the card shop I go to, and he paints miniatures of grotesque creatures, and that's one of the things he painted. So that's. I had to look at it, so now you all have to think about it.
I wasn't paying attention, so I'm good.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate it. None of those stories were important at all.
I zoned out for okay, it happens sometimes.
D-Train.
I clocked back.
That leaves me. Yeah, I was about to say I'm the only one who hasn't done anything.
Roll animal training or animal handling.
Oh, come on.
Handling,
The
gotcha.
best.
16.
Roll it a second time.
God damn.
At advantage.
13.
So roll a third time and we'll keep the higher of the second group.
13.
Why do you always do this?
Roll an
What is
advantage.
advantage?
DJ's like, gotcha. Let me just roll the same thing
Yeah.
again.
D-Train's like, you might think I didn't
great.
touch my die, but I did. I rolled it again.
Okay, Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Nice sleight of hand. It's just like, whew. It's the same thing.
Same thing. So,
I've gotten to the part in those videos now where Taliesin is being the anti-Wheaton.
oh
And
yeah,
it's great.
it's amazing. So you take your roommate out and you get a small piece of cheese from the tavern, and you're sort of having it on the table, and you're trying to teach it to go in a direction of your choosing. And you're holding the cheese, and you sort of point, like, hanging it over a certain area, and it obviously runs towards the cheese. But you're trying to train it to run towards your hand when you're not holding the cheese. As just a starting method of training. And cheese is a little bit. God, why is the mouse the same name as the fucking food? The mouse is a little bit difficult to train. It eventually starts learning to take direction, of at least following orders. Of like go over here, move over here. It doesn't really. It doesn't collect things very well.
Not yet.
Not yet. It is still trying. The second day, you feel good after the first day of training it well. And you try to basically reinforce the habits. It still expects a snack every time it listens to you, but it is getting much better about following directions. That being
This
said,
isn't
you
my
notice
pet
at one point
mouse
it does
anymore.
disappear, and you find it again a little bit later with another piece of cheese that wasn't the one that you had.
It's
Oh,
getting
God.
better.
I'm teaching the thieves.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I said, oh, God, I'm
Teaching it to-
get the thief cheese.
yeah, well, shit happens. God, how you?
Is it? What is the name of that dude again?
Which one?
From Rescue Rangers, the dude that always goes
Monterey Jack.
Monterey
"Cheese."
Jack.
That's
Yeah.
just the image that I have of Cheese when he's now goes to find a random cheese that you didn't give him.
Didn't give him.
Oh, I like that show. Question.
Oh, our house is gonna smell like a foot.
I'm glad I'm in the other house now.
Your house is gonna
No,
what?
I'm
It's
I'm
only
talking
gonna,
about.
it's only gonna smell like gunpowder.
Fair. Question.
Answer.
Can I spend my downtime making like a little garden out in front of the house, like a little flower bed and maybe some strawberries growing?
Sure. Roll a nature check.
I have +0 on this. I rolled a nat 1. I have no green thumb. It's fine.
It's a fairy with a black thumb.
We suck at relaxing, guys.
So
we should better
you dig a
kill
little
some
area
stuff.
and you plant seeds and you sort of wait. You water it the next day. And nothing's growing, and you look at it. It's like you. After a day or two, you dig up one of the seeds. It's not a seed. It looked like you buried the corpse of a small bug.
Oh my. Okay. Heck it. I'm using Druidcraft to at least make a couple like small flowers,
Okay.
if nothing else.
All right, you made a couple of small flowers. I can't prevent that.
And they're gonna stay there, and they're gonna be some decoration in place of my bad gardening skills.
Try again later.
You just like, this is my gardening skills. Nothing happens. Drew
I still-
crafts while making everyone look away. Like, look over there. Quickly, Drew crafts like, oh, look at those lovely flowers.
Yes.
Doc and Legend, I want you both to roll strength or dexterity, your choice.
That was almost a 16. No.
Did I mishear? Was it supposed to be saving throws?
No.
That was
No.
almost a dirty 20, and then at last second it went over to a 3. Dang it.
So Doc rolled a 7 on strength, and Legend rolled a 17 with +1 on his dexterity. Will roll a strength check for me as well.
Oh boy.
Everybody roll strength checks. I don't want to. I want to roll intelligence.
Please don't suck. 16.
So, all right, that's sufficient. So, Legend, you and Doc collect tools to build a door, and Will decides he wants to help. Will doesn't have tools.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Will straight up Kool-Aid Mans through the wall. He does get through. He doesn't.
We just got that wall though.
He doesn't break it in a large, unrepairable manner, and he doesn't break one of the support beams. Thankfully,
There's
You
just
should
gonna
have
be
told me.
a noticeable hole or a patch in the wall now.
but you're able.
They want to build a door in
Legend
between
and
the houses.
Doc, you're able to fashion a door out of the hole that Will made.
Yes.
It does actually simplify it because there's now a human-sized hole in the wall. So it's just a small bit of crafting and repair.
See, I made it better.
Sure.
I'm looking real smug about it, I promise.
Teacher, have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
A couple episodes here and there.
Oh, you haven't seen the Kool-Aid Man part, have you?
No.
There's an episode later on that Terry Crews Kool-Aid Man's through the wall.
I said that's what I was picturing as Will was doing it, like a Terry Crews type person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a great clip.
So what
Like
is that door like? Is that just in between the houses? So
Yeah,
that
it's
we
near the back.
connected the two.
It's near
It's
the
like-
back. It's not connected to a single bedroom. Because
Like
of-
imagine if you've ever been in like the hotels where there's kind of a door sometimes between two rooms.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, except there's no actual door. There's just a hole.
Yeah.
I-
An opening.
You're not gonna let me try to put a door over it? Alright.
I mean, there's nothing to put it over it for without getting more wood, and the method you would have gotten wood was Zatsu. Zatsu's not allowed to get wood.
Okay.
I mean, we could always have Will go suplex a tree or something. That might work.
Bro, I'm trying to meditate.
Zatsu, roll a dexterity save for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh, what? I'm glad this isn't a combat encounter.
I'm
It
scared.
sucks.
This is a comment encounter, also against the elements.
We're fighting ourselves.
You're finding the rest and relaxation that you're not used to. So Zatsu,
It's just like gotta go on and spin bench
after
strength.
impaling a gentleman with the axe head, you decide the next day not to go back to the woodcutters, but you go back the day after because you really want to learn how to cut wood.
God.
And you show up and they look at you and they go, "We have come with us, and they lead you to the little back area,
I don't like. Oh.
and they give you a small branch that's it's a small piece of wood. It's about a foot long and about 3 inches in diameter, 4 inches in diameter. It's not even. And they give you a small chisel, and they tell you, just
Oh.
work with this. We'll be back in a little bit. And you sort of pick at it a little bit, and you realize how it works. And you carve a nice little miniature axe out of wood. It's obviously not sharp because it's made out of wood,
Yeah.
but it's not bad.
Another thing you can swing in a tree.
Hey,
You
hey, wood axe crits are still axe crits.
yeah.
God
You
damn it.
gotta gift that to the woodcutter that got the axe, and he's like, I got the
Do you want to give it to the guy who you asked a question, Zatsu?
Dang it.
Oh man.
Zatsu's
I
like,
made a
yes.
present for you.
I gotta do.
All right. So you're proud of your little axe, and you slither over to the doctor's office and you present it to the guy who you axed.
Here is a present for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Grandma. And there's a flash of fear in his eyes when you hand him the axe, and then he realizes what it is, and he sort of looks at you. He gives like a faint smile and says, "Thanks."
An avocado. Thanks.
Oh, this is
So-
great.
You've improved your ability to carve wood, though
Little.
not carpentry, which was your secondary plan after carving wood was the thing that I told you probably couldn't do, but you did it anyway.
They only made it do it because they're like, we're not letting her next to a tree.
All right, Legend, do a strength check at advantage for me.
I have a story about something similar that happened with that at work.
Oh
About
no.
what happened.
To answer the question for chat, yeah, you could definitely kill someone by accident with a miniature axe, even if it's made out of wood.
I told you, axe crits.
With
So,
advantage comes out to 18 plus, if you're still giving me proficiency, it's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So after a while, after a few days, you start to work on your rapier, and you're able to get it in a with the help of the blacksmith, you're able to get into a very respectable form.
Neat.
Dirty 20 will be good enough to actually have just a full rapier. You're going to be charged 2 gold for materials, since you're making something for yourself. But only 2 gold as opposed to the full cost of a rapier.
I save money.
You did.
Hey.
Now to not use this thing for 8 sessions until I can find like a tutor for martial weapons.
We will still be sparring if you want, so you can train.
I suppose if the training that we've done to this point is going to count towards martial proficiency instead of specifically longsword proficiency, that would work.
For the previous training, longsword, but If you want to just start training with sparring with the rapier, you can just start practicing with that. You'll get the basics down. Um, when you
It
get to a
helps to
large city, you can actually
practice.
train.
It helps to
Okay.
practice with an actual person
Yeah.
instead of just swinging at nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's everyone that I need to actually do something with.
Congratulations! I made a bedroom on a bookshelf, and I failed at growing plants.
You did.
That was my week.
So lovely.
So my
Very
week consisted of
horrible.
2 days.
I mean, everyone
How
got like
did
2 days
my-
worth of stuff.
Yeah, how
Mm.
did my
And that sort of
meditation
2 days,
just gets
okay.
extended. D-Train, roll a performance check for me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Ooh.
Ooh,
Damn.
first nat 20 of the night.
Nat 20 to 25, which because nat 20s don't matter during role play.
Well, nat 20.
So during one of the last nights of the week, you decide you're eating food and you you decide to try again the tune of this note that you found, and you start playing
Oh.
it, and D-Tron, roll a D100.
Oh, 1 second.
You play it very well. Um, and it sounds great, but you still don't have the words down well. You just have the tune of on your lute.
Mm.
You feel like someone may have heard you, but you don't sense anything else beyond that. And when you look around, you don't see anyone, and you're sort of alone in your own home, so there's not anything really there.
But I felt like someone heard me.
You feel like someone could have heard you, but didn't.
I vaguely heard a semblance of a tune as I was gardening.
Yeah.
Or I wasn't sure where it was coming from.
So, y'all had a nice, semi-relaxing and semi-productive week. Only one person almost died.
He
Hey,
might
at least
have
it
a
wasn't a
leg
party
by the
member.
end of this.
Do what?
I said he might have a leg by the end of this.
Oh, he still has a leg. He didn't.
No accidental
He said it
amputation.
wasn't.
Accidental.
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
It wasn't fatal.
Right.
It was close to fatal, but it wasn't fatal. But yeah. So y'all have survived the week.
Great word choice.
Y'all have made this little area your home. Connected to two buildings that were effectively connected before, but not fully. Grandma has things that may or may not be explosive. Will can now punch better. Legend,
Did
roll
the
a wisdom
meditation
save
work?
and a strength check for me.
Wisdom save and then strength check.
The order.
That's a 4. That's a 6. 5.
Okay, this sounds horrible.
You tried to help with the snail shell. You now understand why he yeeted the piece into the wall. It seems like when you try to work on it, it almost reflects your intention. It's not working all that well. You're unsuccessful in helping him progress. He advises that he has a brother in Endoberg, and he will send a letter there with the next traveler group that goes that direction. um, to see if his brother might have suggestions or an idea about how it might be easier. Um, at this point, y'all have been resting for about a week.
Can I say something?
Yeah, what's up, Zatsu?
Would I need to have like a tutor to be able to train in throwing weapons,
I think
like the axes?
so.
That's his found
Oh,
axe is his
no.
favorite weapon. It's like, oh, that actually hurt.
Might as well do something with them. They won't do any a lot of damage, but maybe it can be used as a distraction.
So you made one Zatsu. You can make more if you want. Uh, I'm going to give you proficiency in wood carving because pass fail successful. Um,
Right.
but
May I speak?
what's up?
If you're gonna give me a week's worth of long rests, can I make 7 more experimental elixir?
Sure.
Okay.
Experimental elixir.
It's gonna do something when someone drinks it. I have
That's
yet to decide.
specific.
Roll d6 for outcome. There are no negative outcomes.
Okay.
What do you mean there are no negative outcomes?
That's what's supposed to do. That might not be what I do.
Okay.
I like
So-
making you roll a d12 and then making decisions on the fly.
All right, so what we got to
It's
do
like-
Reg, is you dump them
it's-
all into one pot and just hand it to me.
So, y'all need to make a few decisions at this point. The first decision is
Yes.
where do you want to go?
Quest log. We have something about a fair at a town to the west and something about Andover,
Yes.
I think.
Which is also in the town to the west.
Oh, is that this? Okay, those are the same
Enderburg
place.
is a town to the west. It is following a path.
Basically, there was a fair next to the thing, and then
And
there was
unrest.
civil unrest
Civil
in the
unrest.
city itself.
You have more information about the area around you, but nothing was given to you, quote, as a quest.
I'm writing them down as quests because it's info that we've been tipped off on.
Well, there's nothing that I've told you as like rumors. I've given you more rumors, but I haven't directly stated anything.
Yes.
So, if there's anything else you've heard about that you were interested in,
Have you heard about more things?
you
I
have.
mean, that's
I
basically all
mean-
you've told us so far that I've written
I
down.
mean,
anyway.
I heard about
told us
some
a
stuff in my
couple things.
books. Yeah.
Hippo definitely heard about things in
Oh.
his books.
Wait, we saw a
He
clock
read about
tower.
it.
You heard about
Yeah.
the clock tower from Gabob.
All right, on clock tower question mark.
He also mentioned a grove.
Yeah.
I mean, that was in the book, right?
The
Grove.
book was about the lost wood nymph who lost her love, and she had a grove. Gabot also mentioned to you a grove in the forest.
Zatsu, that's what I picture
Maybe that's
happening
mud.
during your carpentry days.
Oh god.
That video I just sent you.
Oh god.
And there's also random things that could happen when you travel that I have written down a list of in there.
I mean, random things that could happen when you travel is good enough for me.
Yeah.
So
I
you have to
don't
decide
care
where
where
you want
we're
to go.
going.
You also need to decide your group name.
Off stream, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like before the next one, I want y'all to have a group name. At least something to introduce yourself as.
Group name.
Or
That's weird.
Or else I'm going to make a decision that someone's going to start calling you something and it's going to click.
Okay.
So
I'm having small ideas already, although,
While everyone is here, does anyone have any actual ideas?
I was thinking of
You know
some
my opinion.
play on the fact that everyone has pets and everyone is trying to play music all the time. So, like, something synonymous with musical animals, but something that also rolls off the tongue better than musical animals.
I mean, D-Train's the musician. There's just half of us that also happen to carry an instrument and mess around with it.
We have started nearly every session off with a list of performance checks because
You're
people
right.
wanted to.
I have a drum as a joke. And that's it. Also, who all has a pet? It's just me and Hippo, right?
I have a horn and I can.
Grandma has a familiar.
Oh,
I have a
pets.
cat.
Yeah. We have like
Grandma
5
also has
pets.
a pet.
I'm looking out for a dog, but we
I would
didn't
like
run
to
into
get
one.
familiar.
No, you run into a dog.
We have a cat.
You
I
could
don't know, the
argue
garden
that
snake.
with Doc living in my coat, that counts, but I don't count it.
Also, we literally have a snake and a hippo in the party.
The garden snake did not follow us.
Yeah.
But we have a
Snake didn't
snake and a
follow.
hippo.
I'd like to get a pet at some point. If I can get the rolls.
I mean, to
Will
keep-
could have
to keep
also
Clearly-
had a goblin, but
clearly-
he turned that down.
Why isn't I don't think you understand.
No, I do. You turned it down because you had a reason to turn it down.
I would like to point out,
Poor
though,
sweetie.
Listen,
it was definitely referenced as his father. The goblin adopted Will as a father figure.
I'll be back.
as the sole human in the party, Kaladar has to be responsible for all the racism, alright?
Alrighty then.
You said it.
So, so where do y'all want to head off to? That's the one thing I want to make sure y'all decide before we end the stream.
We have
Are
the
they
two
ending
things the goblin told us about and the city, right?
The city, the clock tower, the grove, and the fair.
I would vote for the Grove since I obviously read about it in the book.
Fair sound fun.
Grove
What were the
Grove
choices?
or Clock Tower would be my choice.
Y'all just really want to do the things that feel like side quests, even though Controlli has told you that he's going to punish us for doing that.
We don't know
I
which one's the
don't
main
care
quest
about
yet.
it.
What are
We
the
don't know
choices?
which one's the right one, but I like
Zatsu,
Clock Towers as Tinker, and Grove sounds interesting.
Yeah, and I'm interested in
Fairs
the
are
Grove because I
fun.
read about potentially the same Grove.
So, Zatsu, there's a grove, there's a clock tower, there's a fair, and there's a town that has unrest.
Okay.
I thought the fair and the town were like at the same place or right next to each other.
The
Yes.
fair
Okay,
is
so
next to
the
the town.
town is almost certainly the main quest.
This is what you think.
I mean, the town or the fair has to be the main quest because we found these other things after we already knew about the town and the fair.
The
last
clock
time.
tower is also
My-
somewhat
my
between
vote is
us
the
and the
clock tower.
town, right?
Clock tower's to the north.
Oh.
My vote is the clock tower.
So where is the Grove? Is it
Mine's
to
the Grove.
east?
It's
Or-
to the north as well, from northwest.
Okay.
The clock tower's more north.
Okay, so we have option to choose between north and west.
Huh?
I mean, if we put it that way, the clock tower is north, the Grove is northwest, and then the town and the fair are west.
Yeah, so we can start and then
I would
Northwest.
I was gonna say
southwest.
start at the clock tower and work our way around.
We could do it in the other order just the same and actually have the resources from the town as well.
I only said
Yeah.
I could-
Fairs
that
are
sounds
fun.
unrest though.
I'm thinking that if we go to the
Fairs are
Grove, I might be
fun.
able to
Wait,
actually-
let Zatsu speak.
Sorry. I figured that if we go to the Grove, I might be able to actually tame something. I know I don't have to like tame animal or anything, but I don't know. Maybe I
Zatsu
could-
really wants her snake.
Mike is also very quiet.
something. I don't know.
And Zatsu turned all the way up and barely hear.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You don't come through Discord very loudly. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Um,
I hear Natsu just fine.
Going to my shade settings.
We'll mess with it later. So what are the votes right now? We have 1 for Grove and 2 for Clock Tower, and
Fair.
effectively 3 for Clock Tower because someone's a backpack slime.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
I get 2 votes.
I was wondering if anybody remembered.
So that's 4 out of 7. Dox is 5 out of 7. That leaves me and Zatsu as undecided, and the best we can do is tie the vote for Clock Tower if we both pick the fair. What do you want to do, Zatsu?
Clock Tower.
Well, that's decided.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Here's the settings dot.
All right.
That's what I,
So
that's what I have.
y'all have decided to head to the clock tower after your week of rest. Rest quotation marks.
Week of attempted
I
murder
had rest.
and
Okay,
Kool-Aid
I
Manning.
had rest.
Kool-Aid man,
I
like
still haven't gotten an answer to the question, guys. Did the meditation thing work?
yeah, it'll work.
Okay.
What about the axe throwing stuff?
Oh, you want to get
Storm or
so
what? Desert.
what different weapons are going to be like thrown is not a you could get a specialty in throwing weapons. It would require a little bit more training than that.
Okay.
But like, but what that will give you is the ability to switch out weapons quickly and pick up throwing weapons and throw more accurately. What you're gonna do at this point is, I believe a hand axe is a finesse weapon. So you just if you have or like I think it's a martial weapon. I don't remember exactly. I can actually check, because I'm next to my computer again. Axe. Hand axe is a light weapon. So yeah, if you have where is Nerys? So you have simple weapons, crossbow, hand. How is your hand a weapon? All right.
Ask the barbarian.
Unarmed strike.
So like you could get a hand axe and have the ability to like throw them. It wouldn't be too difficult.
I mean, I feel like having an axe head fly off your axe is great practice to throwing axes in no universe, but I guess
It might not happen all the time.
I mean, you could get
Might not happen all.
you could try and get like a you want to buy like just what the fuck is Oh, that's
Alright, so here's the weapon. It's an axe handle with retachable and detachable axe heads.
I mean, it's
That
You
is
can
the one
modify
that
to explode.
I mean that is great.
I mean, let's be honest, it would be like I'd let Zachi buy a hand axe. And you can just throw the hand axe.
Yeah.
You make sure to buy a really crappy quality hand axe so that you have
We have an
familiarity with
artificer. We
it.
could make it eventually.
I mean,
Yeah.
theoretically, it's just a light weapon. It shouldn't be too difficult. I don't know if you already have the ability to wield it because I don't recall. But I don't recall what hand axes actually land under. They're light weapons. They're listed as thrown.
I have a weapons wiki open. Give me a second.
Okay.
Hand axe is simple, light thrown,
Okay.
2060.
So if it's simple, then it's then you should already. I believe you already have a proficiency in simple weapons. Yes, you do. So yeah, you're good.
Okay, question.
Answer.
And this is not so much for you, Controlius, but the rest of the party. We are planning to go to what was it called? Andaberg after Clock Tower, yes?
No, we're probably going to the Grove and doing our little quarter circle path that was suggested.
We're going to Andaberg at some point. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
Until we
By
get
definition.
sidetracked after the Grove and continue to dodge the main quest.
It's not a
Then
main quest until it's a main quest.
Then I have a question for Controlius. Could we potentially ask the mayor, who may or may not have, for lack of a better word, what's the word? Like not political, but like
Connections.
diplomatic relations with other towns. Would he know anything about what's going on over there?
You could definitely ask. Do you want to ask that before you leave for the clock tower?
I would like to ask that before we leave Kesdale.
I'm gonna ask him after we leave.
I mean, I wasn't sure. Like, are you gonna go to the clock tower, go to the globe, and come back? And
We
walk down
haven't
the
left
path?
Kesdale yet. That's
No, you
why I'm
haven't. You're
asking.
right.
I'd like to ask before we leave.
Okay. So you go to the mayor's house and you knock on the door, and Richard opens. And again, he's still bandaged. It's been a week, but he's still heavily bandaged. He looks like he might be even more bandaged than he was before.
What did you get hurt again after we brought you back?
He sort of glances
I
off
can
and
I
under
can
like
heal
one of
that a
the
little bit for
bandages.
you if you need it.
Sure. He lifts up one of the bandages that's almost covering his left eye. He goes, "I'm fine. My father
Oh,
is
okay,
excessive."
okay. And I'll can I speak to him briefly, please?
So he goes, "Is there something I can help with?"
Well, we're soon heading over to Andoberg because we heard about potential problems going on over there. I was wondering if I guess you now, if you know if there's any details about that, or if he would possibly know. I don't know if you have relations with that town or anything.
There's
I thought
a
it
bit
was
of trade with them. Um, I'm assuming you heard from Sprout. She's the one who usually divvies out rumors.
yes.
Yes, there's. She's mentioned it to Arya, who's mentioned it to me. Um, it's from the sounds of it, there is some clan of warriors who feel they're being unjustly discriminated against,
Oh.
and they are arguing in the streets and claiming discrimination. I've heard they're pretty good at their job.
So they're like mercenaries or something?
They're mercenaries like your group. Mercenaries, heroes.
Do they have a leader that you know of?
I've heard a rumor that the leader is a speaker. Um, I've never heard his name. Sprout doesn't like me. My father's a bit of an ass to her, which I understand. Um, but from what Arya's told me, the leader's a speaker, and that he has some guardian who protects him. The guardian's apparently very dangerous. Um, and they have at least one other individual who helps. They have a larger group than just the three, but those, I believe, are the leaders.
Okay. Well, thank you. Any information helps.
Welcome. Thank you all again for saving me.
Anytime. And I'll go back to the party who I assume is now preparing to leave town.
Or this could have been the night before. Like, you all had, again, a week.
Okay.
Anything else before y'all prep to leave?
I can't think of anything.
No.
Is there anything I can do to level up my spells?
No. Spells level up as you level up.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Can I train cheese a little more before we leave?
Yeah, sure. Roll animal
You
handling.
can train
all of
him.
it.
Y'all live in my backpack.
Yeah.
You can
do
just
it as we
constantly
travel.
train him.
We're both I can go tiny. I don't need a lot of space. There we go.
You have
Damn.
started to get cheese to follow orders. Again, it's a mouse, so it's not doing much. But like, it could go grab keys, or like
That's exactly what I wanted him to do. Thank you.
it steals keys. It steals a it comes you sort of train it to get keys. You wake up the next morning as it pokes you with a key that you don't recognize.
Oh no.
And it drops the key in front of you and it holds out its hands, and it's obviously waiting for cheese.
Waiting for cheese. I'll give him some cheese.
Alright, you now have a key to something.
Nice.
Right.
How did we end up there? That's exactly what I wanted him to do, and somehow you knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mouse. What should it grab? Should it?
Hey, there's not a
Deliver
lot of
to you.
options for a mouse.
Kind of too small to bring your hand
D-Train,
axe.
roll a D100 for me.
Right.
To determine what kind of key you got.
I know exactly what the key it is.
Oh.
79.
Not quite nice.
Should have got 10 less.
I'm assuming are you gonna ask people if they knew what the key is? Or are you just gonna sort of slide it in Bill's backpack?
Nah, I was gonna see if anybody knew what this key was to.
Are you asking anyone in particular, or are you just asking around?
I'm just asking around currently.
So you ask Sprout. Sprout has no idea. She doesn't recognize it. You ask Erdran, as Legend is trying to forge his rapier, and he doesn't recognize the craftsmanship. But it's not one that he recognizes in this town. It's not. The locks in this town is all simple, and this looks like to be a much more complex key. Beatrix thinks it's pretty. Mind you, it's not a simple key, but it's not. It is just iron. It's not.
This is the potions lady, right?
Beatrix is the potions lady. It's iron.
Okay.
It has a little bit of copper inlay, but it looks almost like the copper is built in as support for the iron. It's not like decorative. Purple, the fairy dragon alchemist, doesn't recognize it, but recognizes the fact that it is not of this town.
That's what I thought.
We got the clock tower key, guys.
Yep, that's what I thought. That's also what I was thinking.
I didn't say that.
I did.
I
Yeah.
mean,
All right.
Am I gonna check with Richard and am I gonna check with Fancy Pants Jr.?
So Lord Silvertongue is sort of ignoring you. He wasn't best pleased that his son donated would be his word the houses to y'all. The fact that they're now adventurers living in his great town doesn't upset him, but he's not enthused by it.
I'm gonna fight Mr. Fancy Pants eventually.
I'm gonna do it.
Richard.
He doesn't sound threatening enough to be worth a combat encounter.
Richard doesn't recognize it. He's with.
All right.
He's with Arya at the time, and Arya gives a suggestion that you were thinking that it could be the key to the clock tower. She's never been there, but she's heard about it. She's heard stories of it. She loves stories.
we should have checked with her for more stories.
And she recognizes the concept of the inlay as something that could be magical in nature, but she doesn't know anything about magic. She is more like a romantic storyteller. So she's gonna romanticize everything. It's like, ooh, this thing's different from what we have. It's different from the keys they have, so it must be magical. She's not incredibly knowledgeable, but she likes rumors and she likes stories and she likes tales.
So that's why she's friends with Sprout.
Yeah, that's why she's friends with Sprout.
All right. I show the key to the party before basically keeping it with me and go back to home.
Okay. You now have a key.
Da da da.
Yay.
Anything else?
Da, 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 da.
Barbarian got key.
Yeah, I guess
Essentially.
Anything in D-Train's inventory is also in bind. Including D-Train himself.
Backpack gremlin.
So did you see the thing that I sent you, Trollius?
No, I haven't looked at it.
If I get
No.
big enough, I can just carry everyone in a giant backpack.
I mean-
I already have a pocket. I'm fine.
So, Will, it
Oh,
should be noted that enlarge only lasts for like a minute.
Nah, listen. If y'all like chain cast enlarge, it wouldn't be a 1v1. It would be me functioning as a walking turret with everyone slinging spells off my back.
Phew, phew.
It'd be like Blastoise with the water guns on each other.
As long as you don't get flung at me again, goddammit.
You would be on the bag! How would I get flung at you? Also, how
Same
did
way you got flung
flung
last time.
From like 20, I don't know how big huge is, but
I guess I could go ahead and make the poison before we leave.
All right. Wait, but you said make your poisons out too?
Yeah,
You got it.
cool.
No.
Roll a nature check for me.
I just want Zatsu to make poison and then fail at making poison and just making perfume or something. Testing it as like
Roll a
this
d4,
isn't
Zatsu.
working.
let's see. Zatsu rolled a 5, so
Not very potent poison, I feel.
This is
our rolls
So-
today have been hot.
Zatsu on accident. That's
Hit
an
and
accident.
miss for
Created a
sure.
healing potion.
So, Zatsu, you
like-
mix your mushrooms and your herbs and your things, and you give it a brief smell. It's got a
Oh, I
sweet
thought you were
scent.
gonna lick a finger.
I
no,
shouldn't have done that.
Come on.
What's the movie where the guy
Zatsu
licks the poisonous knife?
I don't remember, but that's exactly what I had in mind. It's exactly what I had in mind.
Alright, we all
This
share
knife
the
has
same
quite the
brain
sting. Shouldn't have licked it.
Oh, good. You know exactly the one I'm talking about, Grandma.
Yes. That is exactly what I'm thinking of.
cell. We were all thinking the same thing.
All right, go ahead and narrate because I got one more thing before we head out too.
So Zatsu, you sniff the mixture you've made. It has got a sweet scent. It doesn't smell toxic, but you're not positive. But you have a vial of a sweet smelling liquid.
I mean, sweet smelling poison exists. It's fine, but you know, you might want to test that one before you consider it a poison.
You can make it into a nice scented candle.
That may or may not exude nauseous fumes. Noxious
It may or may not.
Zatsu's been doing things so far. She's gonna just dump it in one of our drinks
Can I touch?
just to see if it works.
Can you what, Zatsu?
Knowing her chaotic, I can see that.
I mean, I was gonna test it on a squirrel, but I mean, if you want me to,
No,
I'm
I am
kidding.
immune to disease.
I mean, I'm joking.
I mean, you just let
It was
Legend
a
taste it.
tester.
He's immune to poison.
I resist poison. I'm immune to disease and magical sleep.
All right, you resist it. So if
What
it
about
doesn't
you,
do
Frank?
anything, then what does that mean? Was it a weak?
If it
poison?
doesn't do anything, then that tells you nothing, because it might have been a
It's not
mild
like I
poison
still
and I
need
just
you.
didn't care.
He also doesn't drink liquids like
Wait,
normal
wait,
people.
let Zatsu speak.
DJ, you want to
What,
be the guinea
Zatsu?
pig?
What?
You
No,
wanna be the
Would
guinea
you
no,
like to be
no.
poisoned?
No, thank you.
Hey, we don't know if this is even poison yet.
Zatsu,
Nah, I'm
if
good,
someone
yo.
handed you a drink and they said that there's a 50%
Fine, I'll
chance
put
that
it
this
on a
has
squirrel
poison in it, would you
then.
drink it?
I'll test it on a squirrel then.
There you go.
Gimme!
Damn.
Just give it to me already.
That would
God.
consume the whole vial,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
I mean,
Colorado's gonna drink the whole vial.
Yeah,
be
give it
two-
to Kaladar, it's fine.
it'll be
Just
two.
give it to me. I'll drink it.
Zatsu,
Probably won't even be very potent anyway.
Zatsu. It'll be two usages. So
Okay.
if you want to test it, that'll be one of the two usages.
Uh, Sure.
You want to?
I need to. Yeah, I need to figure out what the hell how it works anyway.
All right.
So
Will, are you going to drink it?
Bet. Gimme.
All right.
all right, I pass it
Will,
over.
as a question, Or
2
Zatsu has a question.
swigs.
Are you doing this the night before you leave, or are you doing this the day you leave? Or are you doing this before then?
I swear, if this
Has the
makes
rest of the
Will-
party been made aware of this interaction?
That's a good question.
She's asked
Yeah,
other people
That's a
first.
good question.
Yeah, that's true.
She's
Did-
the
did-
only one
but
that.
did-
If this makes Will-
Did we hear her ask Will this question?
Will
I mean, you
Will
would've.
volunteered.
Yeah, Will offered.
Can I try to persuade him not to do this?
Sure, talk to him.
You
Go
can.
for it.
I mean,
Will, don't do this.
Who's Will?
Oh, sorry.
which one's Will?
Kaladar, don't do. Oh, sorry. I don't even call you by your name. Dumb barbarian, don't do this.
You know
And-
what?
The dumb barbarian is like, I'm gonna do it even harder now.
Wait, guys, wait.
Let
I
Will
just picture
talk.
my.
Dude, the fact that you took 5 tries to get to my name, I'm gonna ignore your existence for like 10 minutes. And then,
Oh no. I swear, if this makes Will incapable.
You have to take
Fine.
care of me and cheese. Do not drink this potion.
He's not
I
gonna
would-
die.
I want to say
right?
that I'm gonna be in the corner just yelling, "Chug, chug, chug."
there's a quick moment of recognition.
Usually
when
I
you
take the
choose
role of a
to do
hippo.
it anyways.
Alright, you gonna do it
Is it
anyways,
bad?
Will?
I have sipped it.
Alright. Roll Constitution saving throw. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Well, that's 11.
That's an 11.
It's disadvantage. It's an 11.
Alright. So you take a small sip of this and you plug it back up and you hand it back to Zatsu and you sit there and you feel fine.
Yes.
Thunk.
For now.
You collapse out of the chair you were sitting in to the side.
Am I able to get a thumbs up on the way?
No, you were unconscious.
Oh my god. Wait, unconscious? That means 0 HP.
No, no,
Hold up.
He's passed out.
Oh no.
Like Zatu, Nasira is stunned, holding the sort of stunned as Will just sort of this Caldor collapses in front of her. Hippo's still mid chug chance. D-Train moves forward as Will lets out a very loud snore.
Can I face palm?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing in real life currently.
Also, face palming over here. Yes.
I've just been watching this on the sideline, slowly shaking my head.
That's just all our reactions.
'Cause I
Okay.
assume this is just happening in the guy's room.
Yeah. I mean, y'all all there at this point. You can see it.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Will,
are they gonna wake me up? or-
Zatsu, roll a D8 for me.
A
Oh
D8.
man,
A
he's
D8.
making us roll more.
Why did Zatsu's poison potion become a sleep potion?
A potent sleep potion.
Will, roll another Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, disadvantage.
No, just regular.
Why was it disadvantage?
13.
So, Will, your stomach, as you're unconscious and sleeping, your stomach rumbles a little bit, and you let out a burp. The burp
Okay.
smells acidic.
Oh god.
Your stomach is not going to feel good the next day. You would have taken
Great.
6 points of acid damage,
Woo.
because you ingested it, but you're going to heal it overnight, so don't bother.
Goodness gracious.
So this is a
well-
sweet-smelling acidic sleep potion.
Acidic sleep potion. Why do you have an acidic sleep potion?
Because
Alrighty.
reasons.
And well, my reaction from my character to Kalador is
You are a fool.
Yeah, that's how I feel the same way. Now it's gonna throw up on me cheese.
The last check, Will, so you know, was to see if you threw up in your sleep.
I assume I passed.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was a DC of 10.
It was a burp.
All right. Anybody got anything else before I have one more thing to do?
Go for it.
So the last night before, can I talk to everyone with instruments to try to play this song with me one last time?
I will offer to sing again.
You
Sure.
broke out. What's he doing?
I don't think I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. I'm assuming the
Also-
potion is not the night before, but the before that. So the next day we'll still groggy and.
Yeah, I was going to drink the whole thing too, but
I'm glad you didn't.
D-Train said something about cheese.
I'm glad you didn't drink the whole thing.
I really did. I was gonna take 2 swigs, is what I said before, but no one heard me.
Yeah, I missed the 2 swigs. That's on me.
I didn't.
Yeah, well, I did say I take 2 swigs of it, but no one heard that.
I heard 1 sip.
I only heard swig. I didn't hear the 2. So that's
The 2
That's a nat
swigs
one on
was
the
before
performance.
everyone started.
God damn it,
convincing me
Legend.
Not to do it.
Also, you look at the thing that I sent you now. I feel like.
Go on.
I like that a lot, Grandma. Yes.
Who are you telling to go on?
10th Doctor and you technically.
What?
I don't even.
Instrument people.
Performance.
He wants you to
Oh
roll
yeah, I'm
performance.
singing. Oh yeah.
Oh, am I conscious?
No.
I rolled another nat 1.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Me and Doc are going home and never playing music again. That's what we're learning today.
Why I
No,
agreed not once.
I was.
Natsu's coming with us.
Hand. Someone pick up Cal's hand and make him slap the drum.
So
Alright, I want to do that for you because why not? Get
I
more
have
than
no
once. Hey!
How? How did we get 4?
So
But
D-Train,
I had a few voice cracks. Don't
I
mind
even
me.
called it.
you can play this. You've learned the song. You feel comfortable with it.
God, what if?
There's still no accompaniment,
Okay.
and you don't know. They're trying to musically accompany you, and they're just not don't have the inclination of how to do that. Grandma did exactly what Will suggested: pick up his hand and throw it at the drum. And it went thunk.
It worked about as well as I expected.
Yeah, it worked just as well as
Tell it
expected.
God damn it.
So
I will
I
need
definitely at
fucking
one point.
I need
I will
fucking
definitely-
Legend and 10th Doctor to fucking roll good music checks.
Also-
God damn it, man.
Also,
My
I
music
feel like
is
there's something
focused on
up
the
to this
Spotify
song that
background.
which is why I keep playing it over and over again.
controllers. With the thing that I sent you, I definitely want to pick musical instrument as the first idea, and then just let's see what happened by rolling a d12 to see what else it's gonna be. And I'm gonna try to make that at one point.
okay.
Because everyone's playing music, and I was like, I gotta make a musical instrument. We don't know what it's gonna be other than a
Half of
musical
this
instrument.
party could go by Nat 1 the musical now.
Yeah. So I like to point out that I wrote a joke beforehand with the expectation that y'all were going to do what I thought you were going to do. I thought you were going to try and steal everything. I was wrong. So I
Oh, we're gonna
changed it to
steal
stop
everything.
breaking everything.
Stop breaking everything.
Steal everything?
I expected Zatsu to legitimately try to steal like multiple times during this week.
I thought
I mean,
about it too.
Zatsu-
I thought about taking me and Zatsu because I also have pretty good stealth
I've learned.
and going to Mr. Fancy Pants.
I haven't learned my lesson, but I have gotten what I wanted from the last session, which was why are you like this? That's what that's what I wanted from the chaos. Will, thank you for that.
So I hope you all had fun tonight in our session of just things happening.
Relaxation failure.
Relaxation
Yeah.
quotation mark.
We have 2 houses. I approve.
That is great.
With a will-sized hole in the wall.
Slightly larger than Will Size
Yeah.
Wolf. They had to fix
I
it.
started.
Stop breaking.
I just
You
started to-
widened it on purpose.
Widened and made it taller.
Shapes.
But that'll so next session y'all will start
Still
heading towards the clock tower.
unconscious.
I want to thank those who have stopped by and watched, which at this point appears to be Elax and or Ella or I don't know however you pronounce the name, and Nan and some number of other people who are probably in stream.
Yes.
This is the first week I forgot to ping my Discord saying we were doing D&D.
I did notice that.
I didn't. I wasn't paying attention.
We had
But-
like a several week long gap. It's alright.
We did. We had. It was a little bit of a break. So next week we'll be back next Saturday. So, but thanks again.
Same time, earlier, later.
Same bat time, same bat place, same bat channel.
Okay.
Same bat channel. There you go.
Not everybody.
I mean,